Here are some chilling trail cam captures from creepy creatures to mysterious figure in dark. This shocking compilation will leave you in awe, and you will catch yourself wondering about these mysterious creatures. The creepy figure. On a night with a bright moon, a garden camera caught something really strange that gave people chills. The video showed a weird dark creature with glowing eyes moving slowly and carefully. It quietly broke through wooden bars, making the scene even scarier. The creature crawled in a creepy way, and its eyes glowed faintly, creating an eerie atmosphere in the garden. The camera silently recorded every move of this strange thing in the dark, making the whole situation mysterious and suspenseful. The creature seemed to know what it was doing and moved with careful planning. As it sneaked through the wooden bars, the suspense grew. The scene looked like a mysterious painting as the creature headed towards an unexpected place, the theater. The camera, like a quiet watcher, made people feel uneasy as they watched the strange event. People could not help but be curious and a bit scared of this unknown visitor creeping around in the dark night. In the mysterious darkness of the night, this strange creature, guided by some unknown purpose, made a lasting impression on people's minds, making them think about things that are ghostly and unexplained. Friendly bear. Guess what I saw in this video? A total cuteness overload. There's this adorable bear just hanging out near a farmhouse in the middle of this stunning forest. The people there are all chill, having a good time with this friendly bear, probably thinking it's their new forest buddy. But hold on to your hats. Out of the blue, this cuddly bear decides to take the party inside the farmhouse. You can imagine the scene. The bear does a surprise entrance, and suddenly the chill vibes turn into a bit of chaos. People start running for the hills, probably not expecting their new furry friend to be such an indoor enthusiast. It's like a comedy sketch in real life, with the bear stealing the show. Who would have thought that a farmhouse hangout with a bear could turn into a sitcom moment? Nature really knows how to keep us on our toes, or paws in this case. Jealous lioness. There's this video I came across, and it's like a mini soap opera in the jungle. Picture this. A chill lion minding its business, soaking up the jungle vibes. Then, cue two lionesses entering the scene. One of them decides to cozy up to the lion, and boom, the other lioness shoots them this look of pure jealousy. It's like animal drama at its finest, and surprisingly relatable. What got me was how the jealous lioness wore her emotions on her furry face. That classic, "I wish I was getting attention too" expression. It's fascinating to see these creatures displaying jealousy just like we do. The jungle's got its own version of cute relationship antics, and it's downright adorable. Who knew animals could be so relatable? Makes you appreciate the shared emotional quirks we have with our wild neighbors. Next time you think jealousy is just a human thing, remember this jungle love triangle. Burmese Python. You won't believe what I stumbled upon. This downright eerie video. Imagine a car, innocent enough, but lurking under the seat is a monstrous Burmese python, like something out of a thriller movie. The scary part? There's a brave, or maybe a bit too brave, boy holding this colossal snake like it's a pet hamster. I mean, seriously, who holds a giant python in their hands? That's like a recipe for a heart-pounding moment right there. Just watching it makes your spine tingle. It's one of those "what on earth is happening" kind of scenes. I can't help but think about the risk factor here. Giant pythons aren't exactly known for tea parties. The whole thing gives me the heebie-jeebies. You gotta wonder, what's going on in that kid's head? It's like a real-life horror show in the backseat of a car. Snakes under the seat? No thank you. Capybara wearing Crocs. You won't believe what I just saw in this video. It's like Mother Nature decided to throw a comedy special. There's a capybara, you know, that giant rodent chilling in the wild riding shotgun on the back of a crocodile. I kid you not. These two buddies are casually crossing a river and even taking a stroll down the road together. It's like a buddy cop movie, but with a capybara and a crocodile. The capybara looking all cool and comfy on its croc taxi, just enjoying the ride like they're on some wild adventure. The hilarious part is how these unlikely friends seem to be having a blast. They have planned a river cruise playdate. I never thought I'd see a capybara catching a ride on a crocodile like it's the most normal thing in the world. Nature really knows how to surprise and amuse. Brave family encounter. A family in San Pedro, Mexico's Chipinic Park received a huge surprise when a cunning bear hopped onto their table and started munching on their food. The wild moment was swiftly captured on camera by the oldest daughter. The mother maintained her composure despite the bear's constant munching, and that's the courageous part. She covered her son's eyes to ensure the bear wouldn't be startled. It's akin to a real-life adventure, demonstrating how this family handled a furry surprise with poise and bravery, transforming a wild encounter into a cautionary tale. Bear intrusion. Embark on a heart-stopping journey with bear intrusion as a house-sitter's serene day takes a dark turn. In a chilling video, a colossal black bear casually infiltrates the living room, displaying an unsettling tranquility. The unexpected guest explores the space with an otherworldly composure, even amusingly engaging with the piano. The surreal calmness of the bear contrasts sharply with the terror it instills. Witness the boundary between the human and animal worlds blur in this unnerving encounter that challenges our understanding of wildlife behavior. Feathered Fury. Dive into the wilds of Canada with Feathered Fury, where a fisherman captures an astonishing spectacle. Two bald eagles fiercely defend their nest against a relentless bear climbing their tree.
This is the most sickest thing ever, boys. Jesus Christ.
Despite valiant efforts, the bear seizes an eaglet, plunging the scene into a heart-wrenching struggle between survival and predation. This captivating moment in the circle of life unfolds against the backdrop of nature's raw intensity.
You're absolutely kidding me.
Nature has no mercy.
Baby lion and deer's wild encounter. A baby lion was drawn to a deer in an odd moment, which led to an intriguing encounter. Apprehensive, the lion approached the deer out of sheer natural curiosity. Rather than seeming like a predator pursuit, it seemed like a playful exploration. The scene showed the delicate dance between predator and prey that occurs in the wild as the baby lion carefully examined the deer. Though the intention might have stemmed from the lion's natural curiosity, the deer, maybe picking up on the curiosity, remained alert. This encounter provided insight into the intricate dynamics of the animal kingdom, where even the youngest creatures must navigate their environment and instincts, causing tension and curiosity in the vast wild tapestry. Wild Standoff. Witness the intense confrontation in Wild Standoff as a fearless badger faces off against two cunning coyotes. Marvel at the badger's strategic maneuvers, outsmarting the predators and turning the tables in a thrilling display of survival instincts. This gripping video captures the untamed essence of the animal kingdom, where wit and bravery determine the victor in a relentless struggle for life. Moose encounter. Deep in the wild, two brave explorers stumbled upon something really amazing that gave them goosebumps. Armed only with a camera, these adventurous friends found themselves looking at something mysterious and a bit spooky. As they carefully moved forward, their camera caught an unbelievable sight, a huge moose standing super close to them. The gigantic creature with its big antlers looked like a magical guardian of the woods and the misty surroundings. Not scared at each, the two friends, fueled by curiosity, wanted to get even closer to this mysterious creature. With each step they took, the moose stayed surprisingly calm. It was like there was an implied agreement between the humans and the moose. Even though the moose was big and strong, it did not want to hurt anyone. The musketeers were amazed by how beautiful and graceful the moose was. But then, something really surprising happened. As the friends kept going, the moose, as if following an invisible companion, gracefully went back into the misty air. The fog covered the moose until it disappeared, leaving the friends amazed and a bit confused. The atmosphere, which was filled with a mix of excitement and nervousness, became really quiet. The friends, after seeing something so extraordinary, could not help but feel a deep respect for nature. The story of their meeting with the mysterious moose came something to talk about, a memory they'll always remember. So the two brave friends stood there in the fog, thinking about the special connection they had with a wild creature that decided to disappear into the mist, leaving them with a sense of awe. Mysterious glow in the forest. Deep in the thick woods, a camera caught something mysterious that has investigators scratching their heads. The video shows bright eyes shining in the dark, but we cannot figure out where they're coming from. Even after looking at the footage closely, we cannot say for sure what kind of creature has these glowing eyes.
Hey, eyeballs. 2 eyeballs.
The mystery keeps going because we just can't solve it, no matter how hard we try. Trying to understand this weird thing only brings up more questions instead of giving us answers. These shiny eyes in the dark forest do not fit into any neat categories. Every frame of the video makes the mystery even more interesting, giving us a spooky feeling of not knowing what is out there. People cannot stop thinking about this unsolved mystery. The thing that makes it so interesting is that it will not fit any explanations. It keeps us wondering and guessing. Indeed, though investigators have limits with the video, the fascination with these glowing eyes is still there. The heart of the woods is like an unexplored place full of questions, and it makes us want to find out more about what is hiding in the dark. Forest Mystery Unveiled. In the bright forest, a camera saw something strange. Big old trees watched quietly. The forest felt quiet, like it knew a secret was coming. The camera looked hard and found a weird thing. It was dark and big, hiding in the green maze of trees. It seemed like a ghost keeping nature's secrets safe. This thing stayed a puzzle. Its shape was fuzzy, hidden by light and dark mixing together. People wondered, is it a magical spirit, a story creature that comes to life, or an old thing that is part of the forest itself? The mystery stayed in the air, like a question in the wind and leaves. People and machines wanted to know, but the answers slipped away. No one could say what this mystery thing was. It stayed a secret, making the forest even more mysterious. The shadows kept the truth hidden, leaving only one question behind. What was that thing in the forest? Eerie humanoid encounter. Late at night in a regular house, something strange happened. 2 dogs, all tense and serious, acted unlike normal dogs. They stared at something invisible, something their human couldn't see. Curious, the owner followed the mysterious dogs through the twists and turns of the house. A creepy feeling filled the air when they stepped into the backyard. Old tree branches made weird shadows, and a cold breeze sent shivers. In the dark, a scary discovery awaited. A human-like shape tried to hide behind a big tree. It was too dark to see details, just a spooky feeling in the air. The weirdness didn't stop there. The owner spoke with a shaky voice, telling about finding a strange being in their yard. The dogs, it seemed, communicated with this ghostly figure without words, making everything even stranger. Adding to the puzzle, the owner pointed out something eerie on the fence, pieces of skulls. Each bone bit carried a heavy feeling, suggesting a link to a dark and forgotten past. Yet, even with all these spooky signs, the real story stayed a mystery. The video's ghostly glow left behind a weird feeling. A story with pieces missing, a riddle with no clear answers. This strange journey ended with the uneasy truth that some things might always be beyond our understanding. Mysterious Bigfoot at night. In the dark woods at night, a mysterious video showed strange things. The shadows of ancient trees hid secrets, and the camera was the only one watching. In the video, strange eyes shone in the darkness.
Hey.
A huge creature hidden by the twisted trees appeared for a moment. Its eyes seemed to hold the mysteries of the night, looking into a world unknown. It stood like a ghost in the wild, untouched by anyone understanding it. The weird scene felt like an old dream, a magical dance in the moonlight. The creature, a keeper of old secrets, stayed a puzzle in the night's mystery. The trees, who knew many stories, stood like guards as the video showed a spooky picture of things unseen. But in the unknown, people wondered and worried. What was the creature's plan? Why was it there, casting shadows on the land? It was a puzzle in the night, making people think but not giving easy answers. The Bigfoot, a mysterious night creature, left a mark on the dark, a story whispered in the leaves and carried by the wind. A strange mystery kept in the memory of the deep woods. Clumsy Frog. So here's a cute scene caught on camera. A person playing froggy waiter to a blue clumsy frog. Picture this little guy getting all excited about a hornworm treat. It's like the frog's version of a gourmet meal. As the person offers the hornworm, Mr. Clumsy Frog takes a leap of joy, landing on the hand with all the enthusiasm of a kid in a candy store. But uh-oh, the excitement level is too much. Down goes the frog like a superhero missing the landing. Now, it's not exactly the Olympics, and the frog's acrobatics are more clumsy than coordinated. It tries to regain its position, but it's like a little hop fail situation. That's when our hero, the person with the hornworm agenda, steps in. With a gentle hand, they help Mr. Clumsy Frog back into the action. It's a mix of laughter and awe as the frog gets a second shot at its hornworm feast. The video becomes a mini drama of froggy antics, proving that even clumsy frogs get by with a little help from their human friends. It's nature's quirky show, and everyone's invited. Spinning spider. Get ready for a wild spider story caught on a trail camera. So, this 8-legged artist is just chilling, spinning its web like it's weaving a masterpiece. Suddenly, a fly walks into its trap. Dinner time! But hold on, the spider's got some tactics up its web. Instead of going for a quick snack, this clever spider takes a detour. It goes all secret agent, poisoning the fly and wrapping it up like a spider-sized burrito. It's like the spider saying, "Hold up, I've got plans for you, Mr. Fly." The video unfolds like a suspenseful drama. The fly, now all wrapped up in silk, gets the to-be-continued treatment. The spider, being the patient genius it is, decides to save the meal for later. It's like a spider's version of takeout, but with more silk and less delivery. Days pass and the wrapped-up fly just hangs there, a suspenseful spider snack waiting to happen. It's a quirky reminder that even in the tiny world of spiders, there's a strategy to every meal. Who knew the spider's dining etiquette could be so suspenseful? Nature's dinner theater at its finest. Wolf attack.
Oh, hey little coyote. Ow! Come here. Can we be friends?
In the jungle, a guy excitedly recorded a video when he stumbled upon what he thought was a wolf in a hole, but turned out to be a puppy. Eager to make friends, he reached out to pet the little guy, but to his surprise, the puppy bit his hand. Undeterred, the guy attempted to coax the puppy out of the hole, only to be met with more bites. In a twist of fate, his efforts to rescue the reluctant puppy led to a comedic yet unfortunate series of events. As he persisted, the guy unintentionally ended up biting his own hand while the puppy remained firmly in the hole. Uninterested in the friendship the guy was offering, it's a quirky tale of good intentions gone awry in the heart of the jungle, where the would-be friends found themselves in a comical struggle for companionship. Sometimes, even the simplest encounters can take unexpected turns.
Come here. Let me pet you. Ouch! Ow! Ow! Come here. Let me be friends. Come here, little coyote.
Crypted monster. In a super weird video, lots of people got spooked by a mysterious creature found on an island. This guy named Jeff Warren stumbled upon it when he was out on a boat with his son at Wolf Island. At first, Jeff thought it was a dead seal, but as he got closer, surprise, it was not a seal at all. Instead, it was this seriously strange and kinda creepy monster thing. Imagine a creature with a weird mouth, a long neck, and a tail about 4 to 5 feet long. That is what Jeff found. Now, here's the crazy part. The creature was lying there all dead, and birds were pecking at it. But the wildest thing is nobody knows where this creature came from. It's a real mystery. Jeff and his son stumbled upon something straight out of a spooky story, and the internet cannot stop buzzing about it. What in the world is this creature, and where did it come from? The answers are still a big question mark. Two-faced fish. Once there was a man who loved hanging out by the river trying to catch some fish. One bright and sunny day, he felt a weird pull on his fishing line. His eyes sparkled with excitement as he pulled in his catch. Guess what? He caught a fish that was like a magic trick. It had 2 faces, both looking in different directions, but on the same side. His eyes got super big because he could not believe it, and a big smile took over his face. This double-faced fish was like something out of a fairy tale. The man was so amazed and happy about his special catch. He sat by the river thinking about how cool it was and wondering what other secrets the river might be hiding. As the sun went down, he sat there by the river, still amazed by the two-faced wonderfish that turned a regular day of fishing into a story to tell everyone. Playful duo. A black dog and a black cat demonstrate the magic of their close friendship in this endearing video. They dance merrily, nipping at each other with joyful abandon against the backdrop of snow. Their playful interactions in the snow create a heartwarming image of friendship between 2 unlikely friends. And the dog's tail wag as they both enjoy the basic joy of friendship. With each playful exchange, this endearing demonstration of interspecies friendship dispels stereotypes. The icy misadventure emphasizes the universal language of friendship, where differences vanish and make space for cozy conversations and icy adventures. This touching scene demonstrates that in the language of play, a black dog and black person can have an incredible bond. Eagle's Roadside Feast. Imagine a busy road with fast-moving cars, and in the middle of the road is a large, impressive eagle. It is positioned in the center of the road, akin to a monarch atop a throne. The fact that the eagle is chowing down on a plump rat, however, is truly astonishing. The rat most likely didn't anticipate this day. With its broad wings, the eagle appears powerful and unfazed by the nearby loud cars. Like the city meets the natural world, the eagle's feathers sparkle in the sun. But passerbys may not even catch sight of this bizarre sight. It's like a crazy journey in the middle of our daily grind, where the unexpected happens to the eagle and the rat's city life takes a dramatic turn. Chamoy running down mountain. Hey, imagine this crazy scene from a trail camera. A chamoy, basically a goat on turbo mode, hauling down a mountain like it's in a speed race. It's both jaw-dropping and a bit nerve-wracking, you know? So, there's this chamoy, defying gravity, legs a blur as it dashes downhill faster than you can say Goat Olympics. It's like watching a 4-legged rocket, and you can't help but think, wait, is this animal even real? Now, here's the catch. The speed is wild, and you start worrying. What if this chamoy has a tumble? I mean, that's one steep mountain. But guess what? These goats are the Usain Bolts of the animal kingdom. They're legit experts at this downhill sprint. It's a mix of awe and a touch of fear, right? You marvel at the speed, but can't help but wonder if the chamoy is a mountain daredevil. Nature's full of these adrenaline-pumping moments, and this speedy goat is living proof that animals can be epic athletes too. Who knew goats had a need for speed? A maned wolf. A unique animal was spotted in Brazil. A maned wolf. Picture a creature with shaggy fur that contrasts sharply with a cool black nose and ears. This is not a forest. Instead, it is a place where wolves stroll and even descend stairs. It's similar to being a savage urban explorer. The wolf surprises everyone with its sleek black features, making it appear as though it is a stylish guest. It seems to know its way around and doesn't seem to mind stairs. This animal companion brings a bit of the wonders of nature to the bustle of the city. The sight of this wolf is a symbol of the wild. Taking up residence in unexpected places must astound people. Dinosaur in real life? Alright, a breathtaking view of majestic mountains, right? You're soaking in the beauty, and just when you're getting all zen, bam! Out of nowhere, this bone-chilling sound, like a red-tailed hawk having a bad day, echoes through the mountains. Now, hold on to your hat, because here comes the real kicker. As the eerie sound fades, the camera catches a glimpse of massive creatures soaring through the sky. People watching this video are on the edge of their seats, and theories start flying like crazy. Some people are throwing around the idea that it's a pterodactyl dinosaur making a surprise comeback. I mean, who wouldn't let their imagination run wild at that point? But truth be told, nobody really knows what these creatures are. The mystery's part of the thrill. Sure, it's a bit scary, especially when you're hearing prehistoric-like sounds in the mountains. But hey, Mother Nature loves keeping us guessing. So, if you're up for a roller coaster of emotions, from awe at the mountain view to a shiver down your spine with those sounds, check out the video. Just be ready for some serious "what on earth did I just watch" vibes. Mysterious dragon unveiling. As the sun went down at Farnworth, something strange happened under the darkening sky. Cars moved along the streets, following the city's beat. Up above, the sky changed. Clouds gathered like a big secret about to be revealed. The air felt heavy, like rain was about to fall and wash over the ordinary town. But in the middle of this, something not normal appeared. At first, it was just a small change in the world. Then, like magic, a creature came from the darkening sky. It was a dragon, big and a bit scary, showing up against the dark sky. Its shiny scales caught the last bits of sunlight, making them look like dark glass. It floated in the air with a strange kind of grace, like it didn't follow the usual rules. People on the streets didn't notice this magical show above them. The dragon looked down at them with mysterious eyes, as if it understood everything about life. And then, just as quickly as it came, the dragon disappeared into the cloudy sky. The people below were left confused, wondering about what they had just seen. The question stayed, the mystery unsolved, a strange event that became a part of Farnsworth's evening, always making people think about the unbelievable thing they witnessed. Enigmatic black bear. During the daytime, a mysterious video shows a small black bear doing something strange in someone's backyard. Imagine the backyard as a secret place hidden in the light of day. In the video, you can see the bear, like a shadow in the normal world. It looks like it's not supposed to be there, like a creature of the night caught in daylight's brightness. Quietly, the camera records the bear's graceful escape. It's like the bear is a magician escaping from a trap. The fence trying to stop the bear gives in and breaks under the power of the bear's secret abilities.
Jesus, my drop.
After the escape, you can see the mess left behind. The broken fence and signs of freedom. The wind whispers the story of the bear breaking free, a song about a wild spirit walking where it shouldn't. But the bear doesn't rush away. It walks calmly, each step like a note in a goodbye song. As the video ends, the backyard stays quiet. It's like the backyard keeps the secret of the bear's short visit. The mystery stays a puzzle written in the ordinary moments, a black bear's secret adventure, a story unfolding in the broad light of day. Superhero chicken mother. When danger lurks for baby chicks, chicken mothers turn into fearless heroes. Imagine an eagle eyeing a fluffy chick for lunch. No way. Our stalwart bunk steps up, using her body like a superhero guard. She squawks loudly, flapping her wings like a master to scare that eagle down. Indeed, though chickens cannot go toe-to-toe with the big scary birds, their protective instincts protest big time. It's like they're saying, "You shall not pass." This incredible bravery is not just a show-off, it's a man bunk's love in action. They might not have eagle fighting muscles, but their fierce love and quick thinking keep those sprats safe. This heartwarming tale of chicken bravery shows that mothers, no matter their feathers or beaks, share a universal language of love and protection. It's a reminder that icons come in all shapes and sizes, even if they cluck instead of roar. Mama Deer at Night. Once upon a time, in a quiet, grassy land, a magical camera caught 3 deer having a peaceful feast. It was like they were having a big dinner party just for themselves. But oh boy, things got interesting when the mama deer decided to take charge. The mama deer steps up, and suddenly the whole atmosphere changes. It's like she has this invisible power that makes everyone pay attention. With her tail held high and her ears perked up, she gently nudges one of the youngest deer, kind of saying, "Hey, I'm the boss here." And guess what? It turns out in the deer world, there is a whole set of rules and a fancy society going on. The mama deer is like the wise leader, showing the little ones the ropes and making sure everything stays under control, especially when it comes to munching on the delicious lawn. So, in this little patch of grass, a secret world of deer drama unfolds, where the mama teaches and rules, and everyone enjoys their munching moments. It's like a deer soap opera, but with more munching and less talking. Haunted House. Okay, listen to this. There's a camera chilling inside a house, right? It catches this spooky video of the kid, a baby, and their mom. All seems normal until the chair pulls a "I can move on my own" stunt. Cue the shivers. But wait, there's more. The scene flips and the mom's shirt gets tangled up by some unseen force. Imagine living in a house where chairs decide to dance and your clothes have a mind of their own. Creepy, right? Now, what's in the house? They're scared out of their wits, like, did we accidentally move onto a haunted mansion? The silver lining, it's all on camera, so you've got this mix of terror and relief. Terror because, well, moving chairs and ghostly shirt grabbers. Relief because at least they've got proof for anyone who might doubt their ghost stories. It's like a real-life horror show, but the bonus is they've got evidence to back up the spookiness. Imagine sitting on your couch, minding your own business, and suddenly your chair's doing the cha-cha. That's the kind of stuff nightmares are made of, right? Real ghost caught? Alright, so you've got this tourist, just enjoying the mountain vibes, casually recording, right? Everything's chill until he points the camera at this house in the mountains. Suddenly, plot twist, the scene changes and guess who's making a cameo? A legit ghost just hanging out in the doorway of that spooky house. Now, here's the kicker. The tourist is lucky because he's at a safe distance. But man, the rest of us, we're scared out of our minds just hearing about it. Like, hold up, ghosts are real? The whole thing is like a mountain vacation turning into a horror movie real quick. So imagine you're watching this guy's videos expecting serene mountain views and bam! Ghost in the doorway. It's the kind of stuff that makes you question your vacation choices. Props to the tourist for keeping his cool, but for the rest of us, we're left wondering if we'll ever look at mountain houses the same way again. A ghostly surprise, anyone? Real ghost activist. Alright, a trail camera catches this kind of spooky scene. 2 people knocked out on the floor in a room packed with stuff. Normal, right? But wait for it. Out of the blue, this sack decides to pull off some weird moves. It's like it's got a mind of its own, shifts around, attaches itself to the wall, and then just does a dramatic fall, waking up the sleeping duo. Now that's an alarm clock no one signed up for. So these poor souls, half asleep and probably wondering what the heck just happened, look around and spot these ghostly shadows doing a little dance on the walls. Talk about a rude awakening! Ghost shadows in the mix, that's when the fear level hits the roof. Imagine being those folks just trying to catch some Z's and suddenly you're in a real-life horror show. It's the kind of thing that has you questioning if you really need trail cameras capturing your nightmares. Note to self, check for ghost shadows before napping on the floor in a room full of stuff. Crazy, right? Scary unseen forces. In a quiet room, a little camera hid in the corner, watching kids play. The nightlight made soft dark as the kids laughed and had fun. While the camera recorded their play, something strange happened. A cool breath went through the room, making the curtains move in a weird way. The feeling in the air changed, and it became a bit mysterious. All of a sudden, one child, not knowing about anything strange, stopped laughing. The warm room felt still and strange. The other child kept playing, not noticing anything different. The camera caught the scared look in the frozen child's eyes, like something invisible was scaring them. The room, usually lit softly, became like a stage for a weird passing. Toys were on the floor, not touched by the little hands that were playing just moments ago. A quiet fear filled the air as the camera kept recording the strange event. Weird whispers echoed in the room, making anyone watching feel a bit scared. In an instant, everything went back to normal. The kids started playing again like nothing happened. The room went back to being quiet, with the nightlight making everything feel safe. The video, mixing innocence and something not normal, made people wonder about things we cannot see. The room, where kids usually had fun, became a bit spooky for a moment, leaving a strong memory caught by the secret camera. An old haunted bridge. The camera zooms in on the old ground. It looks really old, with the sun setting behind it and making long dark on the worn-out wood. You can hear the creaky sounds of the wooden boards as the camera shows the spooky feeling around the ground. The person talking in the video takes a step at a time, not sure what is coming next.
Gave you that feeling about, boy, this is sure a spooky place.
The metal rails on the ground are really rusty, like they have stories to tell. The camera moves to show the river underneath, and it's so quiet, like it's hiding secrets. The wind makes weird sounds through the hole in the bridge, and it gives you a creepy feeling. The camera shows the paint on the bridge is peeling off, and there are signs that are really old. Broken chains hang down, making it feel like no one's been there for a long time. The person talking mentions seeing some lights now and then, but it might just be dark or something mysterious. The video talks about stories people tell about the bridge being haunted and strange things happening. Some people say they heard ghosts talking or saw faint figures in the dim light. The person speaking gets quiet, like they're in a scary story too. The camera looks at all the small details of the bridge, showing how it's been standing for a really long time. But as the video goes on, it feels even scarier. The person talking asks you to think about all the stories the bridge might know, suggesting there might be ghosts around. Mysterious scary rake. In a calm, peaceful timber, a man carefully set up his camera without knowing something spooky was about to happen. The retired camera recorded a really creepy moment, a scary video that kept people on the edge of their seats.
What was that?
While the camera was rolling, a mysterious figure came out of the dark, kind of like a nightmare. The creature moved slowly through the dark, and you could hear its creepy steps in the thick woods.
Oh, frick!
The crooked branches above made things even scarier, adding to the feeling of fear. The strange thing, wrapped in an uneasy vibe, slowly walked towards the man. The ancient trees around them seemed to close in, making the atmosphere even more threatening as the mystery figure got near. The secretly filmed video made people's hearts race, and the tension kept building. The only sounds you could hear were the man's nervous breaths, like a spooky air in the quiet forest.
Oh, frick!
Every breath made the creepy meeting scarier. It was like watching a suspenseful horror story happening among the old trees and hidden secrets of the woods, and it left a lasting impression on anyone brave enough to watch. Elephant cuddling. Okay, you got to hear about this adorable elephant moment caught on camera. So there's this baby elephant, right? It's all about those cuddle vibes and just wants some love. Picture this. The baby elephant is practically hugging the caretaker like they're the cutest couple in town. Now here's the kicker. The man is right there under the baby elephant getting hugged. It's like a big warm cuddle session, and the baby elephant is all in for it. You can almost feel the affection through the screen. And get this, the mother elephant is just hanging out nearby, watching the whole scene with this calm mom vibe. It's like she's totally cool with their little one getting cozy with the caretaker. So, in a nutshell, you've got a baby elephant craving cuddles, a caretaker wrapped in a pachyderm embrace, and a chill mom elephant supervising the love fest. It's the kind of video that makes your heart do a happy dance. Proof that even big animals like their fair share of snuggles. Too cute. Iceberg flips. A cool video from a trail camera. There's this blue iceberg doing its thing underwater. But here's the magic. As the ice above the water melts away, the iceberg does a flip like it's in a swimming pool. So what's the big deal? Well, when it flips, you see this super smooth, beautiful blue underside. It's like the iceberg has a surprise party going on. And the cool part is all hidden underneath. Now, why is it so blue? Turns out it's like snow got squished really tight and turned into super special ice, the kind that's smoother than your favorite dance moves. Nature's like, hey, check out my fancy iceberg disco move, and we're just here amazed by the hidden beauty beneath the icy surface. Who knew an iceberg could be so extra? It's like the Beyonce of icebergs, showing off its smooth blue glamour. Nature's full of these little surprises, and this flipping iceberg is just one cool example. Baby kangaroo. A trail camera caught a baby kangaroo, and a park ranger saved the video. The ranger, being super nice, took the little roo home. He treated it like family, feeding and playing with it. The bond grew strong. One day, the ranger noticed something surprising. The baby kangaroo, now all grown up, had befriended a wild bird. They became inseparable buddies, roaming around the backyard together. The ranger couldn't believe how amazing it turned out. The trio, ranger, kangaroo, and bird, formed an unexpected happy family. The little roo found a forever home, and the ranger got more than he ever imagined. Life can be wild and wonderful, huh? Big waves in Turkey. In Turkey, a trail camera recently captured a mesmerizing scene of colossal waves crashing into the sea. At first glance, it might send a shiver down your spine, but there's an intriguing twist to this natural spectacle. Amidst the might of the waves, there's a hidden benefit. The plants in the vicinity are getting a generous drink from the sea spray. Waves reaching out like giant watery hands, delivering hydration to the coastal greenery. It's like nature's own way of ensuring the plants get their essential water supply, albeit in a dramatic and visually striking manner. While the video might evoke a sense of awe or even a touch of fear, there's a beautiful harmony in the interaction between the sea's power and the land's need for nourishment. It's a reminder of the intricate dance of ecosystems, where even the most formidable forces of nature play a role in sustaining life. So, beneath the surface of what might seem like a terrifying scenario, there's a silent collaboration between the waves and the plants, showcasing the resilience and interconnectedness of our natural world. Melanistic Force. Cruising through the enchanting forest, a person hits the jackpot with a rare find. A melanistic black fox, the unicorn of foxes. This beauty stands out, its ebony coat contrasting with the lush greenery. It's like stumbling upon a creature straight out of a fairy tale. Now, here's the twist. Despite its mesmerizing appearance, this black fox isn't just a pretty face. It's got a dangerous edge. The video unfolds capturing the stunning visuals while emphasizing the potential peril. This ain't your average fox. It's the rarest of the rare, and it comes with a side of danger. As the person behind the camera zooms in, you can't help but be captivated by the beauty of this mysterious creature. Yet, there's that lingering awareness. This fox isn't to be underestimated. In the heart of those beautiful forests, a rare encounter turns into a captivating tale of the wild. The black fox, both alluring and potentially perilous, leaves us in awe of the wonders hidden in the depths of nature. Mysterious bear. In the middle of the day, when the rain turned ponds into a kind of natural spa, something amazing happened. A big, shiny black bear showed up on a camera in the daytime, and it was really something special. This bear was larger than life and decided to take a dip in the water. And it seemed to be having a blast. It splashed around like it was having a party or something. The camera just quietly watched it all happen, capturing the rare show that left everyone who saw it totally amazed. The bear was so carefree and joyful, and it was really something to see. It's a good reminder that even in the wild, there are surprising and wonderful things to discover. This weird and fun moment in nature will be remembered by everyone who stumbled upon it, showing us how cool and unexpected things can be out there in the wild. Mysterious night forest. In the dark night, a camera quietly watched a group of dogs in the wild. They were like shadows moving among the dark bushes, creating a mysterious dance. Among them, a special dog appeared, a leader guiding its pack through the secrets of the night. This leader, wrapped in the moon's light, had a deep connection with the pack, like an ancient bond keeping them in sync with the cosmic dance of survival. They blend with the shadows, following instincts through hidden paths in the night. Then something mysterious happened. The leader sensed the camera, and for a moment, it felt like the night's secrets were revealed. The leader silently signaled the pack to vanish into the safety of the darkness. As the night's darkness swirled, the leader, a guardian of the night, made the pack disappear. It was like a magic show, a special performance guided by their invisible leader. The night, once filled with mystery, returned to its quiet self, leaving behind only the memories of the dog's secret journey and a lingering wonder about the hidden things the night keeps. Eagle gets attacked. Crazy scene caught on camera, a big, majestic eagle soaring through the sky, minding its own business. But wait, out of nowhere, a tiny bird decides to play superhero and takes on the eagle. Yep, you heard it right. The little bird, probably feeling like a feathery superhero, dives down and starts scratching at the eagle's neck. Quick and bold, it's like a lightning attack. Now, we all know eagles are like the kings of the sky, strong and powerful. But guess what? This video spills the sap that indeed these majestic creatures can have a tough day. That little bird had some serious guts to take on an eagle, and you will not believe it. After the surprise attack, the small bird just zooms away like it's no big deal. It's a real-life bird drama up there, showing us that, hey, even the mightiest can get a run for their feathers. Who knew the sky could be such a wild place? Raccoon and the deer. Guess what? Cam, a cool person, caught the most adorable video ever. It happened on a farm during the day, and it's like a real-life Disney movie. In the footage, there's a raccoon and a deer, and they're not just hanging out, they're playing together. Can you believe it? So there's Cam just doing their own thing on the farm, and they spot these two buddies having a blast. The raccoon with its tiny paws and the deer with its graceful moves are like the best playmates ever. They're not bothered by the whole predator and prey thing, they're just having a good time. You can see them chasing each other, running around like they're in a game of tag. The raccoon does these funny little somersaults, and the deer gracefully jumps around. It's like a dance of nature right there on the farm. Cam captures every joyful moment, and it's impossible not to smile watching it. This videotape is a reminder that sometimes the most unexpected friendships can be in the simplest places, even on a sunny day in a farm. Combat. This cool video from a secret camera in the woods caught something really weird. So there's this camera set up near big rocks, right? And guess what it saw? A snake chilling in a crack in the rocks. Now here comes a bobcat and it spots the snake. And you will not believe what happens next. The bobcat starts pawing at the snake, thinking it's trouble or something. It's like a wild showdown. The bobcat keeps scratching and trying to jump at the snake, but the snake is like, nah, I'm good, and just slides back into the rocks. It's like a mini battle in the wild. The bobcat is all curious, and the snake is just minding its own business. Nature is full of surprises, right? Imagine having a front row seat to this crazy encounter in the woods. The camera caught it all, leaving us with a wild story about a bobcat and a snake face-off in the rocks. Nature is one wild and mysterious place. Shadowy room encounter. Within the confines of a dimly lit room, a camera documented an eerie sequence of unexplained events, plunging the atmosphere into a realm of chilling uncertainty. Mysterious sounds echoed, interwoven with the heavy breaths of an unseen presence. As the camera's focus shifted, revealing a shadowy figure concealed in darkness, its eyes glimmering with an ominous gleam, an unsettling tension permeated the air. Positioned at the edge of the bed, the mysterious entity fixed its gaze upon the unsuspecting recorder, emitting a horrifying sound that reverberated through the room. In the harrowing moments that followed, the camera slowly turned, capturing the creature's gradual retreat into the shadows. The person behind the lens, gripped by fear, fled frantically in the disorienting night vision. The interplay of darkness and desperate footsteps created a disconcerting tableau, leaving viewers with a lingering sense of dread. The enigmatic figure, with eyes that seemed to pierce the very soul, had woven a nightmarish encounter that defied explanation. A haunting episode that would forever dwell in the realms of the unknown. Jungle Enigma Unveiled. In the heart of an ancient jungle, beneath the dense canopy of towering trees, a camera silently documented an enigma that would send shivers down the spines of those who dared to witness it. Under the cover of night vision, the lens captured an elusive figure, resembling a shadowy entity, weaving through the labyrinth of trees and bushes. This mysterious being, concealed in the darkness, seemed to move with an otherworldly grace, leaving viewers spellbound and perplexed. As the camera rolled, capturing the eerie spectacle, speculation ran rampant. Was it a mythical creature, the legendary Bigfoot traversing the dense foliage? The footage, obscured and mystical, offered no clear answers. The jungle, bathed in an inky blackness, became a realm of uncertainty and fear. The leaves rustled and shadows danced, conspiring to keep the true identity of the elusive figure concealed. The jungle's ancient secrets whispered through the night, leaving those who watched the footage with a lingering sense of unease, a reminder that some mysteries are destined to remain unsolved. Creepy crawly creature. Watch this super creepy video that is making everyone scared. In the video, a weird humanoid critter shows up, and it's so spooky. The video starts all quiet and gives you that creepy feeling like something's about to happen. Then, out of nowhere, this strange creature appears on the screen. Its face looks all twisted and freaky, and its eyes get huge with shock and fear when it sees the camera. The creature lets out this super scary scream that echoes in the dark. It will give you goosebumps. People who've seen it cannot believe what they're watching. The creature moves in this really strange way, and its riots are like something from Agony. It's so freaky that anyone who watches it gets totally scared and cannot look away. The video captures the real, raw fear of not knowing what is going on, and the weird creature is flipping out because of the camera. Get ready for a seriously scary time when you check out this video. It's like stepping into a world where things are just too strange and scary, and you will not believe what you're seeing. Mysterious Bigfoot haunting. The video showed that as the sun went down, shadows stretched across the quiet fields near the old farm. A strange thing happened there. Someone recorded a video of a really big creature, like the famous Bigfoot. It walked in the grass, and you could only see its dark shape against the fading evening sky. This huge thing moved strangely, kind of mysterious. The camera was far away, so it couldn't show the details. It felt like the creature was from another world, making everything around it feel not quite real. People in the area started talking, wondering how this Bigfoot came to the field and what it was doing. Nobody had answers, and everyone was curious about this strange event as the sun disappeared. Watching the video made people feel uneasy. The images weren't clear, and the Bigfoot's reasons were unknown. People even started thinking of wild ideas, like old stories mixing with our world. The Bigfoot, like a ghost in the dim light, left behind lots of questions. Humanoid disappears. Get ready for a spine-tingling tale from the internet. There's this super eerie video making the rounds, and it's got everyone scratching their heads. Imagine this weird creature that is like a shadowy person with spooky wide eyes. It's a real head-scratcher, trust me. This creepy thing has long limbs and a super skinny body, just lurking in the distance. But here's the crazy part. It vanishes into thin air like poof. Was it a ghost? Or maybe just some tricky light playing tricks on us? Nobody's got a clue. This mysterious figure gives you the heebie-jeebies. It's almost like it's not even real, just some strange shadow person playing peekaboo. The video leaves you wondering, was it a ghost popping in for a visit? Or was it just a light goofing around? It's a real internet mystery, folks, so buckle up for the chills and thrills as the strange tale of the disappearing shadowy figure keeps you guessing. Enigmatic forest echoes. In the heart of a mysterious forest, a disturbing symphony of eerie sounds echoing in the darkness was captured on video recording. The camera acted as a silent witness, recording the eerie cacophony echoing through the thick foliage. The usually quiet forest became a theater of unknown voices, each scream sending shivers down my spine. Through the lens, the viewer is transported to the heart of a mysterious forest and has to deal with the disturbing reality that deep in nature, strange and unexplained voices pierce the silence, creating an atmosphere of fear and fascination. It didn't. The haunting sounds lingered and left an indelible mark on the hearts of those who ventured into the mysterious realm of the dark forest. Daylight Forest Menace. In the broad daylight, the creature's grotesque appearance intensified the fear it instilled. As it methodically dismantled the camp with a palpable malevolence, the camp, once a haven of human activity, became a haunting battleground where the unknown clashed with the familiar. The video recording unveiled a bone-chilling scene, an obscure creature, entirely draped in black hair, resembling a nightmarish hybrid between a gorilla and the legendary Bigfoot. Viewers were thrust into a realm where the commonplace transformed into a chilling spectacle, leaving them to grapple with the inexplicable and the unsettling realities that lurk within the heart of nature. The daylight, usually a source of reassurance, instead illuminated a creature that defied understanding. A ghastly force with a penchant for destruction that echoed through the haunted expanses of the forest. Bigfoot on a snowy road. On a cold and snowy night, a man embarks on a chilling journey down a deserted road. The darkness wraps around like a heavy cloak, and the only source of light is the dim glow from his car's headlights. As he drives, he notices an eerie silence, broken only by the crunch of snow beneath his tires. Suddenly, his attention is captivated by a mysterious figure emerging from the shadows. Fumbling for his phone, he starts recording this strange encounter. To his disbelief, a colossal creature resembling the legendary Bigfoot materializes on the snowy road. The creature moves swiftly, its large, hairy form blending with the wintry landscape. Fear grips the man as he continues to video, his shaky hands struggling to keep the phone steady. The critter's footprints leave an unforgettable mark on the snow, confirming the surreal encounter. The video captures the pressure of the moment as the man grapples with the shock of witnessing something beyond explanation in the desolate darkness. The snowy road becomes a stage for the unexpected, leaving viewers with a spine-tingling sense of the mysterious and the unknown.
Oh my God!
Get ready to be spooked. We've got a bone-chilling compilation of the most bizarre and eerie sightings just for you. From Bigfoot trapped in cages to spine-tingling encounters with skinwalkers, we're about to dive into a world of unexplainable terror. Brace yourself for the creepiest hour you've ever experienced. Bigfoot in cage. So there's this wild video, right? Lurking woods, pitch black night, and a cage. Boom! The camera catches this massive, hairy Bigfoot stuck in the cage. But here's the catch. The video quality is like trying to watch a movie through foggy glasses. You can kinda see it, but not really. Now, here come the other folks, all excited with their cameras out, recording like crazy. Bigfoot's going nuts, trying to break free from the cage, and everyone's losing their minds. It's like a scene from a crazy reality show set in the spooky woods. They're all huddled around, capturing this blurry chaos. Bigfoot's doing his hairy best to escape, and the whole situation is like a chaotic concert of gasps and shaking recordings. It's like, hold on, is that really Bigfoot? And is the camera allergic to focus tonight? Just imagine the chaos, a big, hairy drama unfolding in the woods, and all you got is a fuzzy video and a bunch of folks going bananas with their cameras. Wild, right? Skinwalker disguised. So, there's this video, okay? A camera catches this wild scene, a dog in a cage, or so it seems. But here's the twist. Turns out it's a sneaky skinwalker in disguise. Picture it, some girls watching this and they're like, is that a dog or a horror movie waiting to happen? The video rolls and the dog, or whatever it is, starts giving off these crazy scary eyes. I'm talking next level horror movie eyes, not your typical fluffy puppy look. Now, the girls are all puzzled, staring at the screen, trying to figure out if they're dealing with a legit dog or some supernatural shape-shifting deal. Meanwhile, viewers are on the edge of their seats, not knowing they're about to witness a dog's escape or a full-on skinwalker reveal. It's like a mystery unfolding in real time, and everyone's scratching their heads. The unpredictability is off the charts. You start with a cute dog vibe, and suddenly, you're in the Twilight Zone wondering if that's Cujo in there. Crazy, right? Haunted house. Hey, so there's this trail camera, right? It catches this kinda spooky scene. A kid playing with a ball in this ghosted house. Picture that. A little kid having a ball in a place that should probably have cobwebs, not playdates. Now, here's where it gets eerie. The scary part hits when the kid leaves the corridor. But guess what? His skateboard just does a solo rollback to its spot. Cue the spooky music, right? People watching this video are losing it. Like, did that just happen or am I in a horror movie? So now everyone's on the house is haunted train. I mean, who wouldn't be? Kid leaves and his skateboard pulls a come back here move all on its own. It's like the house has its own playtime rules. People are thinking ghosts, poltergeists, you name it. The unpredictability of it all has them questioning reality. Trail camera capturing a ghostly playdate, that's the kind of stuff that messes with your mind, isn't it? Unexplained video? Alright, so there's this buzz about a ferocious mountain lion lurking, right? People decide to play detective, setting up a bait bag under a tree and rigging a trail camera. Now the camera's rolling and here comes the twist. Instead of a big cat, it captures this humanish creature strolling by. It picks up the bait bag, does a little snack heist, and then casually bails. Now everyone's scratching their heads like, hold up, that's not a mountain lion. What on earth is this human-looking thing doing in the woods? It's like a plot twist nobody saw coming. People are all hyped, wondering if it's some wild person, an undiscovered species, or just someone lost on a weird midnight snack mission. The unpredictability factor is off the charts. You set up for a lion showdown and you end up with a mystery figure on camera. Nature's throwing curveballs and folks are left with more questions than answers. It's like a forced version of a whodunit movie, only real life and way more puzzling. Dogman's mysterious hunting enigma. On a dark street, a video showed a weird creature that made people feel uneasy. It looked like a mix of a dog and something mysterious, moving quietly as if searching for something. The video caught its strange moves, like a spooky dance that fascinated those watching. The creature made strange sounds like whispers from another world, a language no one could understand. Every step it took seemed careful, like a secret performance in the shadows. It quickly moved between trees, giving a creepy feeling that it was following someone in the night. Its reason was a puzzle, making it hard for people to understand. The air felt strange, like something not normal was happening. People in the area were confused, wondering what this strange creature wanted. People felt a mix of fear, interest, and wonder when they saw the strange video. It was like meeting something from another world, leaving a strong memory of the unknown. The mystery continued, the video a reminder of how little we know about the strange things in our world. In the darkness of the night, the shape of the creature stayed in people's minds, a hidden part of the mysteries that fill our world.
What is that? Over there.
Mysterious Dogman. In a dark forest at night, a secret video revealed a strange mystery that made people feel scared. There was a black dog-like creature hiding in the bushes, and it had a weird, powerful way of staying hidden. This creature, like a scary ghost of the wild, stayed hidden in the shadows, moving quietly in the bushes. The dog creature, barely lit up by the camera, had a strange feeling about it that touched the deep fears inside people. Moving quietly in the thick plants, the creature's eyes sparkled strangely, leaving a strong memory in the viewer's mind. Where did this strange creature come from? Was it some magical guardian of the night, or just something people imagined? The mystery stayed like a fog, making things uncertain for anyone watching. The video showing this weird moment was proof that strange things hide in the dark, calling on those brave enough to explore the unknown. Haunted house. Okay, listen to this. There's a camera chilling inside a house, right? It catches this spooky video with a kid, a baby, and their mom. All seems normal until the chair pulls a "I can move on my own" stunt. Cue the shivers. But wait, there's more. The scene flips and the mom's shirt gets tangled up by some unseen force. Imagine living in a house where chairs decide to dance and your clothes have a mind of their own. Creepy, right? Now, what's in the house? They're scared out of their wits, like, did we accidentally move onto a haunted mansion? The silver lining, it's all on camera, so you've got this mix of terror and relief. Terror because, well, moving chairs and ghostly shirt grabbers. Relief, because at least they've got proof for anyone who might doubt their ghost stories. It's like a real-life horror show, but the bonus is they've got evidence to back up the spookiness. Imagine sitting on your couch, minding your own business, and suddenly your chair's doing the cha-cha. That's the kind of stuff nightmares are made of, right? Real ghost caught? Alright, so you've got this tourist, just enjoying the mountain vibes, casually recording, right? Everything's chill until he points the camera at this house in the mountains. Suddenly, plot twist, the scene changes and guess who's making a cameo? A legit ghost just hanging out in the doorway of that spooky house. Now, here's the kicker. The tourist is lucky because he's at a safe distance. But man, the rest of us, we're scared out of our minds just hearing about it. Like, hold up, ghosts are real? The whole thing is like a mountain vacation turning into a horror movie real quick. So imagine you're watching this guy's videos expecting serene mountain views and bam! Ghost in the doorway. It's the kind of stuff that makes you question your vacation choices. Props to the tourist for keeping his cool, but for the rest of us, we're left wondering if we'll ever look at mountain houses the same way again. A ghostly surprise, anyone? Real ghost activist. Alright, a trail camera catches this kind of spooky scene. Two people knocked out on the floor in a room packed with stuff. Normal, right? But wait for it. Out of the blue, this sack decides to pull off some weird moves. It's like it's got a mind of its own, shifts around, attaches itself to the wall, and then just does a dramatic fall, waking up the sleeping duo. Now that's an alarm clock no one signed up for. So these poor souls, half asleep and probably wondering what the heck just happened, look around and spot these ghostly shadows doing a little dance on the walls. Talk about a rude awakening! Ghost shadows in the mix, that's when the fear level hits the roof. Imagine being those folks just trying to catch some Z's and suddenly you're in a real-life horror show. It's the kind of thing that has you questioning if you really need trail cameras capturing your nightmares. Note to self, check for ghost shadows before napping on the floor in a room full of stuff. Crazy, right? Nightly forest ghost encounter. Late at night, a video uncovered a hidden part of the forest full of shadows and mystery. A deer, innocent and not expecting anything, stood still in the moonlight. In the darkness of the night, a ghostly figure appeared, covered in a mysterious mist. It looked like a person, but not quite, hiding behind the deer as if putting on a silent show. Its features were fuzzy like fog, making it hard to see clearly, leaving a feeling of something not quite real. The creature, realizing it was being watched, hid behind an old tree's twisted branches. The deer, unaware of the ghostly dance behind it, saw something beyond the usual in that quiet night. The strange feeling grew as the ghostly figure played with how we see things. It felt like the creature existed somewhere between what we know and what we can't quite grasp, a mysterious part of the night. As the video ended, the strange image stayed in the mind, becoming a part of imagination. The deer, not knowing the story, carried the memory of a dance with something unknown. The ghostly figure, always slipping away, told a story of mystery, leaving everyone to think about the eerie beauty of things that can't be explained, hidden in the quiet of the night woods. Ghostly night forest. In the dark forest at night, a mysterious video showed a hidden story. A secret woman with shadows around her filmed while driving on a narrow road among tall trees. The road was dark and the trees kept secrets only they understood. Then in the quiet of the night, a strange cry broke the silence.
Oh my god, no. F that.
It was like a ghostly sound, a sad feeling coming from somewhere unseen. The woman, feeling more because of the strange night, heard the sad cry. It hung in the air like a sad song, each part filled with a ghostly feeling. The forest, like a quiet audience, hid its mysteries in the dark.
Oh my god, no. F that.
A shiver went down the woman's back, and she looked into the very dark space beyond the car lights. The trees, like old guards, hid where the strange cry came from. Fear took hold as the mysterious cry echoed through the emptiness. With caution, she sped up, leaving the sad sound behind. But the mystery stayed, like an unanswered question in the air.
Oh my god, no. That.
The road, once surrounded by the scary trees, led to unknown places, and the ghostly cry faded away into the deep, dark forest. No one saw where the strange cry came from, and the mystery stayed, a puzzle that left on that special night. The forest, a place with many secrets, stayed quiet, and only the echoes of the ghostly cry stayed in the darkness, a mark on the mysterious night. Forest Mystery Unveiled. In the bright forest, a camera saw something strange. Big old trees watched quietly. The forest felt quiet, like it knew a secret was coming. The camera looked hard and found a weird thing. It was dark and big, hiding in the green maze of trees. It seemed like a ghost keeping nature's secrets safe. This thing stayed a puzzle. Its shape was fuzzy, hidden by light and dark mixing together. People wondered, is it a magical spirit, a story creature that comes to life, or an old thing that is part of the forest itself? The mystery stayed in the air, like a question in the wind and leaves. People and machines wanted to know, but the answer slipped away. No one could say what this mystery thing was. It stayed a secret, making the forest even more mysterious. The shadows kept the truth hidden, leaving only one question behind. What was that thing in the forest? Eerie humanoid encounter. Late at night in a regular house, something strange happened. Two dogs, all tense and serious, acted unlike normal dogs. They stared at something invisible, something their human couldn't see. Curious, the owner followed the mysterious dogs through the twists and turns of the house. A creepy feeling filled the air when they stepped into the backyard. Old tree branches made weird shadows, and a cold breeze sent shivers. In the dark, a scary discovery awaited. A human-like shape tried to hide behind a big tree. It was too dark to see details, just a spooky feeling in the air. The weirdness didn't stop there. The owner spoke with a shaky voice, telling about finding a strange being in their yard. The dogs, it seemed, communicated with this ghostly figure without words, making everything even stranger. Adding to the puzzle, the owner pointed out something eerie on the fence, pieces of skulls. Each bone bit carried a heavy feeling, suggesting a link to a dark and forgotten past. Yet, even with all these spooky signs, the real story stayed a mystery. The video's ghostly glow left behind a weird feeling. A story with pieces missing, a riddle with no clear answers. This strange journey ended with the uneasy truth that some things might always be beyond our understanding. Mysterious Bigfoot at night. In the dark woods at night, a mysterious video showed strange things. The shadows of ancient trees hid secrets, and the camera was the only one watching. In the video, strange eyes shone in the darkness.
Hey.
A huge creature hidden by the twisted trees appeared for a moment. Its eyes seemed to hold the mysteries of the night, looking into a world unknown. It stood like a ghost in the wild, untouched by anyone understanding it. The weird scene felt like an old dream, a magical dance in the moonlight. The creature, a keeper of old secrets, stayed a puzzle in the night's mystery. The trees, who knew many stories, stood like guards as the video showed a spooky picture of things unseen. But in the unknown, people wondered and worried. What was the creature's plan? Why was it there, casting shadows on the land? It was a puzzle in the night, making people think but not giving easy answers. The Bigfoot, a mysterious night creature, left a mark on the dark, a story whispered in the leaves and carried by the wind. A strange mystery kept in the memory of the deep woods. Enigmatic woods encounter. In the bright daylight of the woods, a mysterious video showed up. A boy on his bike went into the dark parts of the trees, filming more than anyone expected. Suddenly, a strange creature surrounded by an otherworldly glow appeared in the deep forest. Sunlight was passing through the leaves as the boy, accidentally recording supernatural stuff, rode deeper into the mysterious woods. The creature, like a ghost whisper, showed up on the edge of the camera. Its shape, hidden in shadows, sent chills down the spine. The boy realized the creature was like those stories about skinwalkers waiting behind the twisted branches. Like the woods itself called it, the creature looked at the boy as if knowing things from ages and different worlds. Suddenly, scared, the boy left his bike and rushed away. But the creature, like a ghost in the rustling leaves, stayed there. It became a quiet guard to the mystery now echoing through the silent forest. Whispers in the trees carried the mystery, making everyone who found this strange dance in the woods wonder what secrets hide in the forest and what strange beings walk its secret paths. Mysterious creature above ball field. People were having fun on a ball field, playing and laughing. It was a happy scene with the game going on and people watching. The sun went down and the field got dark. Something strange happened. There was a feeling in the air, like magic. Out of nowhere, a weird creature showed up. It looked like a monster made of shadows floating above the field. The happy feeling turned into a quiet and curious one. Everyone stared at this strange thing in surprise. The creature, like a ghost from a story, floated there strangely. It made everything feel unsure and strange. People started talking quietly, not understanding what was happening. Everyone, the players and the watchers, just stood there, amazed and a little scared. The creature was a mystery, something nobody could understand. What was this strange thing in front of them? Suddenly, it left and everything got quiet. The field, which was full of happiness, now felt strange and confusing. The memory of this mysterious visit stayed with everyone there. The ball field wasn't just a place for games anymore. It was a place touched by something no one could explain. Mysterious screams. In the dark forest at night, something mysterious was happening. The camera's light showed glimpses of strange things among the trees. Shadows played tricks on our eyes, making the forest seem like a place where reality and imagination mixed together. We could hear weird sounds coming from the deep within the trees. These were not the usual forest sounds. They were spooky and made us feel like something unseen was around. Every rustle and movement felt like nature's secret dance, performed by creatures we couldn't see. The air was thick with a sense of anticipation, like the forest itself was keeping something hidden. As the strange sounds grew louder, they became a strange and unsettling mix, like a big mysterious creature might be making them. Whispers in the wind hinted at the legendary Bigfoot, a creature people talk about but don't always believe in. Was it orchestrating this mysterious nighttime show? Watching the footage left people amazed and confused. The forest with all its secrets stayed mysterious, and the strange events of that night remained a puzzle waiting to be solved. Creature of night. Imagine this eerie scene. A camera captures a dimly lit room, shadows dancing as a person clutches a flickering flambeau. Suddenly, the atmosphere tightens as their gaze locks onto something spine-chilling. A creature straight out of Dino nightmares, its eyes glowing eerily bright in the darkness, fixated on the startled individual. The room holds its breath as the dinosaur-like entity, with a head that moves like a ghostly apparition, turns to face the camera. It's a hair-raising moment. The silence amplifies the spooky encounter. The creature with an otherworldly presence shifts away into the shadows, leaving the room steeped in a lingering sense of fear. The video unfolds like a classic ghost story, the kind that makes you double-check your surroundings before bedtime. Comments flood in with viewers sharing their own theories and shivers. It's a chilling reminder that even in the modern age, the line between reality and the unknown can blur, especially when faced with a spectral dinosaur making a cameo in the dead of night. Ghost or animal? So, dude's cruising through this creepy forest, right? He's recording, enjoying the ride, when bam, there's this weird creature. Picture it. It's got a dead animal in its mouth, strolling around like it's on a spooky parade. The guy's like, what in the world is that? Tries to get a clear shot, but nope. The creature pulls a ninja move and disappears into the bushes. Now, here we are scratching our heads, wondering if it's some freaky animal or ghostly woodland spirit. I mean, imagine driving through the woods expecting maybe a deer sighting, and you end up with a mystery creature doing a creepy dinner walk. It's the kind of thing that messes with your mind, animal or ghost. No clear answer, just the lingering mystery of the lurking forest. Nature, you strange and spooky. Africa drunk tree. In the heart of Africa, a trail camera caught nature's happy hour, a wild gathering under the marula tree. Picture this: elephants, monkeys, and even ostriches munching on the juiciest, ripest fruits straight from the source. It's like a fruity buffet, and these animals are the VIP guests. As the camera rolls, you'll see these big, gentle elephants reaching up with their trunks, snagging the plumpest marulas. Monkeys swing by, grabbing their share with playful antics, and ostriches strut around, pecking at the fallen treasures. But here's the kicker. These fruits are packing a punch. The more these critters chow down, the more the marulas ferment, turning into fruity snacks with a bit of a kick. The result? A bunch of happy, tipsy animals stumbling around, having the time of their lives. It's like the marula tree is throwing the wildest party in the animal kingdom, and everyone's invited. This video is a front row seat to the joyous feast, where the circle of life meets a fruity fiesta, leaving you with a warm, fuzzy feeling. So grab some popcorn, kick back, and enjoy the show. Nature's own feel-good tipsy adventure. Cheers to the marula tree and its merry band of fruity enthusiasts. Sasquatch screeching at ATVs. In the deep forest, lit by bright daylight, a strange video happens. Hidden secrets linger among the tall trees. Some big ATVs, their engines softly rumbling, go into the wild forest. They're curious, but don't know the forest has more than wind whispers. As the ATVs move, the air gets tense, filled with odd sounds mixed with nature's hum. Suddenly, weird screeches break the calm, destroying the peaceful feeling. Even tough adventurers feel scared by these unknown sounds. The forest, usually quiet, now echoes with strange cries. The ATV riders, scared, stopped. What's hiding makes these spooky sounds in the quiet woods? The answer seems just out of reach. Tension grows. The forest turns into a place for mysteries. The ATVs, surrounded by old trees, just watch. Something beyond understanding is happening. Is it Sasquatch, a wild guardian, or an old spirit waking up? In that moment, the air feels weird with mystery. The familiar forest now hides secrets, calling the brave to look into shadows. The ATVs stand still, watching a mysterious show between nature and unseen things. They'll always remember the strange day in the heart of the forest. Dragon sighting. As the sun dipped low, something strange happened in the quiet woods. The trees stood without their usual colorful leaves, almost like a gray blanket covered them. A mist-like ghostly fingers wrapped everything, making it hard to see. The quietness broke when a strange and ghostly sound echoed through the empty space. It was as if the woods were whispering secrets. All at once, the silence turned into a loud noise of giant wings unfolding in the dark. A legendary creature, a huge dragon, appeared. Its shape stood out against the blurry darkness. The dragon, like an ancient guard, moved through the misty trees. The dragon's big wings made an eerie sound, as if it moved through the thick mist. The dragon moved in a way that didn't seem real, like it belonged to a world we don't know. Watching this, a strange feeling settled in the onlooker. The dragon flew up, disappearing into the dark sky. Its strange feeling lingered in the air, a mysterious sense that spoke of hidden places and things we don't understand. In that short moment, the line between what we know and what we don't wavered, and the woods stayed silent, keeping the secrets of that mysterious evening. Eerie Sasquatches. In an old forest, a secret was revealed in a video. It whispered about mysterious creatures, guardians hiding in the wild. These creatures, called Sasquatches, were huge and covered in fur, like silent ghosts. They appeared among the dark trees. Big features and long teeth added a strange feeling to their presence. Their eyes held ancient wisdom, hidden deep in the heart of the woods. The Sasquatches, protectors of a place between day and night, made echoes that told stories of the forest secrets. As the video played, it showed a strange scene, a mix of real and ghostly. The big footprints left by these hidden creatures told a story on the ground, a story too hard for people to understand. In the quiet moments of the video, a strange feeling filled the air. It was like the forest itself was holding its breath, feeling both scared and respectful. When the video ended, it left a strong feeling with the watcher, a spooky sense that in the old woods, secrets unfold like misty branches in the moonlight, calling out to those who aren't afraid to look into the unknown. Mystical deer, daylight transformation. In the daytime, a strange thing happened on a video. Imagine a creature changing shape like magic. It looked like a person turning into a deer. This mysterious event was caught by a camera. At first, this thing stayed between two worlds like a ghost. It became a deer, but not a real one, more like a ghost deer in the shadows. The change happened in a secret place we don't know about. Picture this moment. The creature as a deer, wild and graceful. This creature, called a skinwalker, stood at the edge of becoming something else. The creature, once a big question mark, changed a lot. Its legs stretched, and bones moved in a weird way, like nature was doing a magic trick. It wasn't just changing, it was rewriting its own story. The camera saw all this, a special dance between two worlds. The mysterious creature now looked like a real deer, part of the forest. The mystery stayed like a quiet question in the air. How many more magical things are out there, walking the line between what we know and the hidden magic of the day? Reptilian mystery in forest. One night, a camera in the woods spotted a weird thing. It was a fast lizard-like creature, kind of like a dinosaur, but who knows? In the dark, it looked like a shadow with a big jaw zooming between trees. The bushes just watching as it did its thing, the video turned it into a mystery. Was it a super old animal or just something not normal? Leaves started gossiping, saying there's a ghostly dino in the deep forest. Some thought it guarded the woods, others said it was just passing through like a spirit. But under the moon, the truth stayed hidden, tangled with old tree roots. More questions popped up as the video played, like shadows growing in the night. What was this mysterious creature? A relic from a time we don't know? A hidden critter in the secret parts of the forest? Or just a dark trick? The forest kept its secrets safe, like treasures. The camera, just watching nature's big show, captured something strange, leaving us forever curious. The night kept its mysteries, and the weird lizard vanished into the woods, leaving us with only questions. Giant python.
You guys, we're about to give Banana Pudding this large rat right here. Let's see.
Imagine stumbling upon a spine-chilling video that gives you the heebie-jeebies. So, there's this guy, right? He's feeding his massive Burmese python, and the menu for the day is a giant rat. Now, I'm not talking about your average mouse. This rat is practically the size of a small dog. As you hit play, you witness the tension building up. The guy nervously holding the rat near the snake, and before you know it, bam! The python lunges, jaws wide open, grabbing the poor rat. It's like a horror movie unfolding on your screen. The snake's got some serious ninja moves. It wraps its body around the rat, turning dinner time into a creepy spectacle. The rat's struggling, and the snake's just doing its predator thing, making your heart race faster than a roller coaster. It's a nature showdown that sends shivers down your spine. The giant python devouring its prey, it's like a real-life monster movie. If you're into the scary stuff, this video's got it all. Just be ready to check under your bed before going to sleep tonight.
3. Oh my gosh. Look how she wraps that thing up.
Big King Cobra. Okay, buckle up for a wild tale. So, there's this video floating around, right? Imagine a camera capturing the scene straight out of your scariest snake nightmares. Picture a colossal serpent slithering on the ground and people are losing their minds. Now, here's the kicker. It's a showdown between two heavyweight contenders, the king cobra and the black mamba. The snake in the spotlight is so massive, folks are debating if it's the legendary king cobra or the infamous black mamba. It's like a snake identity crisis. This reptile giant seems like it could stretch about 20 feet. Yeah, you heard that right, a whopping 20 feet of slithering fright. Imagine encountering that in your backyard. Some folks are sweating, thinking it's the stealthy black mamba, while others are convinced it's the majestic king cobra. The video's got people on the edge of their seats, playing the snake ID guessing game. It's like a real-life snake thriller, leaving you wondering what's lurking in the wild. So, if you're into spine-tingling snake dramas, this one's a nail-biter. Just when you thought nature couldn't get any wilder. Beautiful gecko? Alright, an adorable scene caught on camera. A charming gecko with a grin that can melt hearts. It's giving the camera those big puppy dog eyes, complete with eyelashes that would make any mascara jealous. I mean, who knew geckos had a talent for posing? As you're soaking in the cuteness, this little gecko decides to take things up a notch. Out of the blue, it casually catches a phone like it's playing superhero or something. Talk about unexpected skills. People all around are falling in love with this video because, let's be real, who wouldn't? Watching this gecko flash its grin and then smoothly snag a phone, it's the kind of wholesome content we all need. It's like a burst of joy in a world of chaos. The smile on that gecko's face is like a mini vacation for your soul. It's pure satisfaction and relaxation rolled into one charming reptilian package. So, grab some popcorn, kick back, and let the gecko's feel-good vibes wash over you. Who knew a gecko could be the internet's newest sensation? Tarantula? So, imagine this video floating around giving you all the heebie-jeebies. It's all about handling a tarantula. Now, dealing with wild creatures can be a bit like walking on a tightrope, right? But fear not, there's this expert dude who's got the spider whisperer vibe going on. In the video, he's armed with a stick, not to chase you away, but to decode the tarantula's mood. It's like tarantula mind reading 101. He taps gently, checking if it's in the mood for a snack or just wants some alone time. You've got to hand it to the guy. Brave soul, right? Once he's got the spider's vibe down, he takes it up a notch. Drumroll, please. He actually holds the tarantula in his hand. Yep, you heard me right. Hand. Now, that's not your everyday handshake for sure. Sure, the video might give you a bit of a scare at first, but watching this tarantula maestro work his magic is oddly fascinating. It's like a crash course in spider diplomacy. Stick first, handshake later. So, if you're feeling brave, give it a watch. Who knows, you might pick up some spider whispering skills yourself. Lizard Man? Okay, get ready for this wild video. It's a lizard feeding frenzy. So there's this person, right, hanging out in this desolate place surrounded by cracked rocks and all. And what's the deal? Lizards, loads of them crawling out from the windswept rocks. Now, these little guys are like a rainbow party, all sorts of colors, about 20 centimeters long. And get this, the person's got them trained. Trained for what, you ask? Well, for a feast. In the video, you'll see this lizard whisperer offering up a feast of cooked cornmeal mixed with sugar. Yep, you heard it right. They're serving up a lizard buffet. The little critters go nuts munching away on this unexpected treat. It's kinda creepy, kinda cool. This person is surrounded by a bunch of colorful, hungry lizards. Who knew you could train lizards to be your mini dinner guests in the middle of nowhere? Nature's got some surprises up its sleeves, that's for sure. So, if you're up for a quirky lizard dinner party, check out the video. Dinosaur in real life? Alright, a breathtaking view of majestic mountains, right? You're soaking in the beauty, and just when you're getting all zen, bam! Out of nowhere, this bone-chilling sound, like a red-tailed hawk having a bad day, echoes through the mountains. Now, hold on to your hat, because here comes the real kicker. As the eerie sound fades, the camera catches a glimpse of massive creatures soaring through the sky. People watching this video are on the edge of their seats, and theories start flying like crazy. Some people are throwing around the idea that it's a pterodactyl dinosaur making a surprise comeback. I mean, who wouldn't let their imagination run wild at that point? But truth be told, nobody really knows what these creatures are. The mystery's part of the thrill. Sure, it's a bit scary, especially when you're hearing prehistoric-like sounds in the mountains. But hey, Mother Nature loves keeping us guessing. So, if you're up for a roller coaster of emotions, from awe at the mountain view to a shiver down your spine with those sounds, check out the video. Just be ready for some serious "what on earth did I just watch" vibes. Mysterious dragon unveiling. As the sun went down at Farnworth, something strange happened under the darkening sky. Cars moved along the streets, following the city's beat. Up above, the sky changed. Clouds gathered like a big secret about to be revealed. The air felt heavy, like rain was about to fall and wash over the ordinary town. But in the middle of this, something not normal appeared. At first, it was just a small change in the world. Then, like magic, a creature came from the darkening sky. It was a dragon, big and a bit scary, showing up against the dark sky. Its shiny scales caught the last bits of sunlight, making them look like dark glass. It floated in the air with a strange kind of grace, like it didn't follow the usual rules. People on the streets didn't notice this magical show above them. The dragon looked down at them with mysterious eyes, as if it understood everything about life. And then, just as quickly as it came, the dragon disappeared into the cloudy sky. The people below were left confused, wondering about what they had just seen. The question stayed, the mystery unsolved, a strange event that became a part of Farnsworth's evening, always making people think about the unbelievable thing they witnessed. Enigmatic black bear. During the daytime, a mysterious video shows a small black bear doing something strange in someone's backyard. Imagine the backyard as a secret place hidden in the light of day. In the video, you can see the bear, like a shadow in the normal world. It looks like it's not supposed to be there, like a creature of the night caught in daylight's brightness. Quietly, the camera records the bear's graceful escape. It's like the bear is a magician escaping from a trap. The fence trying to stop the bear gives in and breaks under the power of the bear's secret abilities.
Jesus, my drop.
After the escape, you can see the mess left behind. The broken fence and signs of freedom. The wind whispers the story of the bear breaking free, a song about a wild spirit walking where it shouldn't. But the bear doesn't rush away. It walks calmly, each step like a note in a goodbye song. As the video ends, the backyard stays quiet. It's like the backyard keeps the secret of the bear's short visit. The mystery stays a puzzle written in the ordinary moments, a black bear's secret adventure, a story unfolding in the broad light of day. Mystic bear in woods. In the daytime, a mysterious forest revealed its secrets in a video. The forest looked green and sunlight made shadows and secrets. A hidden meeting of nature happened while the sun watched. A black bear appeared in the middle of the mysterious forest. It had dark fur and moved like a king of the night, beyond twilight's curtain. The trees, like silent guards of old stories, shook as the bear walked. Leaves whispered like music in the serious woods. This bear was not like other bears. It was black against the trees, moving with a mix of beauty and danger. Its steps were like a ghost dance, going through old tree hugs. Each step echoed a secret, a story told in the language of the wild. As the camera showed this strange dance, a feeling of worry filled the air. The bear seemed controlled by his secret power, touching the heart of the woods. It was like the forest agreed with this magical bear, a sign of a hidden story in the ground. Yes, the bear caused damage, but it had a magical charm, a deal with the shadows and tree spirits. The video gave a quick look at the secret life of the woodland realm, but many questions stayed. What promise did the bear keep? What stories did the woods share with its quiet friend? Large shadow around sun. As the sun set, the sky turned into a magical painting. The video caught a quick look at nature's mystery, telling secrets that only come out when the sun says goodbye. It's like a dance of light and darkness, making the sky a mesmerizing show. The sun's fiery arms reached out, saying farewell to the day. Then a dark cover wrapped around it, like a mysterious hug. A huge dark shape spread across the sky, holding the fading light in a beautiful dance. The atmosphere was full of questions, making everything feel strange and magical. When the sun's last bits of light blinked away, something amazing happened to the world. Nature showed a side we don't usually see, like a change that goes beyond our usual daytime. A black shadow like a mythical guard circled the sun as it went down. It added a spooky charm to the whole scene, as if the universe had secrets to share. In this short moment when day turns to night, things went from normal to extraordinary. The video wasn't just about a sunset, it was like a door opening to a place where things we know mix with things we don't. It invited us to step into a world where light and shadows come together, creating a story written in the language of mysterious things. Real pterosaur. In a chilling video making rounds online, some are spooked by what seems like an amateur's accidental capture of a pterosaur in flight. The shaky footage has everyone guessing. Is it a legit prehistoric comeback or just some skilled editing? Viewers are divided, with theories ranging from a CGI mastermind at play to the possibility of these ancient reptiles soaring once again. The mystery hangs thick in the air, leaving the internet on edge. The video, lacking polish, adds to the uncertainty. No one's quite sure if it's a genuine moment frozen in time or a clever trick pulling the wool over our eyes. Comment sections are flooded with debates, fear, and excitement as people grapple with the enigma. For now, the supposed pterosaur's flight remains an unsolved puzzle, haunting the minds of those who dare to ponder the prospect of these winged creatures rejoining the modern world. The blurry footage ensures the mystery endures, leaving us in suspense and the viewers on the edge of their seats. Dinosaur? A camera innocently capturing a serene forest. But hold on, what's that lurking in the shadows? A colossal figure too far for the lens to decipher. Is it a dinosaur or something else entirely? The footage has the internet buzzing with speculation. The camera's distance plays tricks on us, leaving the mysterious creature shrouded in ambiguity. Is it a prehistoric giant making a sneaky comeback, or could it be some other creature playing hide and seek among the trees? The uncertainty grips the viewers, turning the video into a viral campfire tale. Comment sections are ablaze with wild guesses, from dino enthusiasts thrilled by the potential resurrection to skeptics proposing more down-to-earth explanations. The debate rages on, fueled by the grainy footage that keeps the true identity under wraps. As the forest mystery persists, so does the intrigue. The camera's glimpse of the colossal figure has become an online enigma, leaving us all scratching our heads and wondering what secrets the woods might be hiding. Mysterious velociraptor sighting. In the forest during the daytime, something strange happened. There were two huge velociraptors walking on the old paths, making the forest seem ancient and mysterious. A guy who didn't know they were there tried to record a video of them. The velociraptors were like ghosts among the trees, making the man remember a time long ago. He kept filming, not realizing the danger he was in. Then things took a scary turn. The ancient velociraptors noticed the man and started to follow him. The once peaceful forest now echoed with their strange and spooky sounds. The man, scared for his life, ran away. The velociraptor's calls were like weird music, making everything even more mysterious. As the man ran through the trees, the mystery got deeper. The strange sounds continued, creating a puzzle in the air. The forest, once a safe place, now held secrets that nobody could understand. In the fading light, the puzzle of the velociraptors and their mysterious chase remained, a question still hanging in the air. Nobody knew what those mysterious creatures were doing there. It was totally a mystery. Woolly mammoth. Hold on to your hats for this wild tale. So there's this camera rolling, right? And guess what it captures? A mammoth. Not just any mammoth, but a bona fide woolly mammoth casually strolling across a river. Yeah, you heard it right. A real-life ancient creature on film. Now, here's the kicker.
A woolly mammoth crossing a river in Siberia. Since the giant hairy mammals have been extinct for thousands of years,
Woolly mammoths are supposed to be history, like really ancient history. But this footage has the whole internet buzzing. This mammoth isn't playing hide and seek. It's out there, big as life, horns and all. Sure, some folks might raise an eyebrow because, mammoths are supposed to be chilling with the dinosaurs in the history books. But this video, it's like a megaphone announcement saying, hey, mammoths might still be around. Evidence might be scarce, but this video, that's like a mammoth-sized mic drop. So, here we are, questioning everything we thought we knew about extinct animals. A woolly mammoth crossing a river stealing the show and making us rethink our history lessons. The proof might be low, but this video's got us scratching our heads, wondering if mammoths are the real comeback kings of the animal kingdom. Mysterious sky descent. In broad daylight, something mysterious happened. A hidden event unfolded as a camera recorded it. The recording showed a strange light coming down from the sky, red and green colors swirling like a dance in the heavens, unlike anything we normally see. This odd sight looked a bit like a part of an airplane on a fire, or maybe a UFO meeting its end in flames on Earth. People watching couldn't figure out if it was a sad accident or some strange thing from outer space.
C'est quoi?
On le voit.
Hey, c'était vraiment nice.
C'est un vaisseau.
On le voit?
Without a sound, this mysterious thing glided through the sky smoothly, not making the noise we'd expect from regular engines. It moved so quietly as if it didn't follow the usual rules of sound. When I left, there was no noise left behind, just the lingering image of its descent. But just as quickly as it appeared, the recording stopped. The screen, like a canvas capturing something unbelievable, went dark, leaving a big gap in our understanding. The story paused, frozen in the mystery of the unknown. With no clear answers, people started guessing and making theories. Maybe aliens visited, or perhaps it was some secret flying experiment. The secrets of the shining object in the sky kept echoing in people's thoughts, leaving us with more questions than answers. Mysterious jaguar river hunt. In the daytime, by a river near a thick forest, something strange happened. There was a video that showed a jaguar, a sleek and deadly animal, moving quietly towards the river. It seemed like the jaguar was getting ready to hunt. The video captured the jaguar moving silently in the water, and suddenly it caught a caiman. The caiman, a creature in the water, wasn't expecting this attack. The jaguar's strong grip made sure of that. It was a mysterious and surprising scene in nature. Picture this: the sunlight making patterns on the ground, and the river keeping its secrets while the forest stood mysterious. The jaguar, like a ghost, silently approached the river. The video showed all this like a glimpse into a secret world. Then the jaguar went into the water, hiding its plan. The jungle seemed to be holding its breath, as if nature was keeping this secret show just for itself. The jaguar, with incredible skill, caught a caiman off guard. The caiman couldn't escape, and quickly it became a part of the jaguar's mysterious act of hunting. After it was done, the jaguar disappeared into the greenery. The video only showed a piece of the many untold stories in the heart of the wilderness, stories that make nature's tales so fascinating. Brazilian jungle dinosaur mystery. In a big forest in Brazil, a strange video came out showing something huge and mysterious. It looked like a giant creature walking on two legs, kind of like the old dinosaurs we read about. The video was a bit blurry, making it hard to understand what exactly it was. As the video played, the forest sounded spooky with each step of the creature. It had a familiar shape, but we couldn't be sure if it was a dinosaur, a really old animal, or something totally different living deep in the Amazon. People started talking about extinct animals and old stories from the forest, like the place held secrets nobody knew. Sometimes sunlight peeked through the trees, showing bits of the creature, maybe scales and a weird look. Some experts argued about it, some didn't believe, and others were really curious. The idea that a dinosaur, something we thought disappeared forever, might still be around got everyone's imagination going. But just as fast as the video came out, the forest kept its secrets. The mystery stayed like mist hanging in the air, and nobody could solve it. The unknown feeling stayed strong, hidden in the deep Brazilian woods, where what's real and what's a story mixed together in the dark. Mysterious object. In the dark sky at night, something mysterious happened. There was a video showing a strange light ball above the city. It was so bright and magical, making everyone in the city amazed. The light ball seemed to be floating in the air, like it was not from our world. It came down slowly and carefully until it landed on the top of a special building, a holy place that touched the sky. The roof of this building suddenly glowed with the light, turning it into a stage for something extraordinary. What came next was really hard to understand. The ball of light, now like a messenger from a hidden world, shot up into the sky incredibly fast. It moved so quickly that it left a strong memory in the minds of the people who saw it. This strange event left everyone with lots of questions. What kind of power was inside that light ball? Was it a messenger from space, bringing a message we couldn't understand? People in the city talked quietly about what they thought had happened, creating a mysterious feeling. The special building, usually quiet, now saw something beyond our normal world. Mysterious UFO in the sky. In the dark night, something strange happened in the sky. A video appeared showing something we didn't understand. It came from nowhere, hidden in the shadows. People inside a moving car saw it. The sky got angry with loud thunder, and a weird light filled it up. In this celestial show, a thing shaped like a flying object, UFO, showed up. Just on the edge of what we could see, it moved in a strange way, not like anything we know on Earth. This UFO moved quietly through the hidden paths in the air, leaving a strong memory for those who saw it. We didn't know where it came from. It was a big puzzle. This thing from space seemed to have a plan we couldn't understand. It moved between the dark clouds like a ghost made of silver in the night. Suddenly, the UFO disappeared into the dark sky, leaving everyone confused about the secrets of the universe. After it went away, a quiet feeling stayed, a reminder that in the starry sky, there's a magical dance where amazing and mysterious things happen, making us wonder about the vastness of space. Mysterious daylight encounter. A weird video showed up from the bushes, caught in broad daylight but wrapped in mystery. In the recording, a strange creature revealed itself, the mysterious dog man. It was all black, moving in the border between what's known and what's beyond our understanding. It stood there, a giant puzzle with its origin hidden in the confusing threads of the unexplainable. The creature, a mystery of the night, seemed to appear out of nowhere. The air felt weird, like something unknown was happening, and people who saw it were left wondering. Where did the strange thing come from? That was the big question. A riddle without an answer. The video, like a doorway to something strange, carved the shape of the mysterious dogman into everyone's thoughts. A watcher in the shadows, a sign of things not making sense. It left behind a puzzle with no solution. The normal picture got torn apart, replaced by a mist of questions, as the mysterious dogman disappeared back into the unknown. Mountain Cat Mystery. In the daytime at Phoenix Mountains, people saw a strange thing in a video that made them confused. It was an animal, but nobody knew what it was. It walked around in the rough land, looking like a dark cat from far away. People started guessing what the creature could be. Some said it was a jaguar because it moved like a cat and had some features like one. Others thought it might be a mountain lion since those animals are known to be in such places. Then some people raised a doubt. They wondered if a regular pet cat could climb so high in the mountains. Most agreed it was unlikely. Instead, they thought maybe it was a bobcat, a kind of cat that can live in different places. As more ideas came up, the mystery got deeper. The video was not very clear, and the creature was far away, making it even harder to understand. People had different opinions, but none of them could say for sure what the animal was. The mysterious black cat-like creature became a symbol of nature's secrets, waiting to be discovered. deer with broken neck. In the dark night, a secret video showed something strange in the bushes. The only light was from the camera, making things look spooky. At first, the video was normal, just a calm deer moving through the dark forest. But then, things got weird. Out from the deep, dark bushes came a different deer. Its neck was all twisted, like something out of a scary story. The camera kept watching this spooky scene. The deer with the messed up neck looked so strange against the dark background. It moved in a way that didn't make sense, like a ghostly dance in the quiet forest. People watching the video started guessing what happened. Why was the deer's neck broken like that? The video didn't give any answers, keeping its secrets hidden in the dark night. When the video ended, everyone was left with questions. The mystery of the deer with the twisted neck stayed unsolved. Each picture in the video seemed to say something mysterious, making imaginations thinking about what could be true. The line between normal and magical became fuzzy. So the mystery stayed, like a weird picture in the story of things we can't explain. The video told a strange tale of a night when nature turned into something strange, and the secrets of the wild spoke in ways we couldn't understand with simple thoughts. Thank you for coming along on this spooky adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling stories and hair-raising encounters. We're always going into the deepest recesses to bring you the most intriguing and terrifying video ever captured on camera. And remember to set that notification bell to ensure you get all the updates on our fascinating adventures.
Explore these captivating trail cam moments, ranging from octopus encounters and strange nighttime sightings to eerie encounters and cryptid forest specters. The viral, unsettling videos that emerged overnight prompt contemplation about the mysteries of existence. Cryptic forest specter.
You see it? Mm-hmm. Oh wait, that's not a deer. What the devil is that?
In a dark forest at night, a secret video showed glowing eyes of a mysterious creature. The creature standing in the unknown, its eyes shining through the darkness. As the camera saw this strange being, the people filming struggled with not knowing, feeling confused. A ghostly figure appeared in the night, its glowing eyes shining strangely. The trees whispered a spooky mystery, and the leaves rustled with an eerie harmony. Was it a wild animal or a scary thing from nightmares? In the video, people disagreed about what the creature could be. Some thought it might be a powerful bear, while others feared it was a lion, a royal yet terrifying force hiding in the shadows.
I see you. Those eyes are wide, too.
The true identity of the creature stayed hidden in the dark. The creature's shape disappeared into the darkness, leaving only its glowing eyes. It stared at the camera, sending shivers down the spines of those trying to understand its mystery. In the middle of the night, where reality and strange things mixed, the video showed a scene of worry and fear. The mysterious creature, a hidden ghost, danced strangely with the camera. Its glowing eyes were like a doorway to something unknown. Without showing teeth or fur, it remained a mysterious part of the shadows, leaving its mark on the unknown.
Those are big eyes. Mm-hmm. Hello.
The haunting white mask. In a quiet, dimly lit room, something truly curious unfolded. A camera was exactly placed by a person, eager to capture any abnormal things. As the night settled in, the room was screened in an haunting silence, broken only by the casual rustling of leaves outdoors. Suddenly, a faded, ghostly face came up in the darkness, covered by a chilly white mask. It was a haunting sight, staring through the window like a mysterious apparition. The camera, strategically placed, caught this surreal moment, setting it in time. The man behind the camera watched in wonder, suspicious of what he'd just witnessed. Was it a prank, a ghostly encounter, or something else entirely? The mysterious figure outside remained a silent riddle, leaving the room filled with a disturbing air of the unknown. This strange event, captured on camera, left observers with a spine-clinking mystification to consider. Creepy spectral encounter. In the dark, spooky night, a creepy video showed up on a lonely road. Next to it was a scary park keeping its secrets. A camera saw two ghosts appear. They were like light without any clear shape in the darkness. These ghostly things didn't follow the usual rules of being seen, but the camera was brave and caught them. They raced out of the mysterious park, moving super fast and blending into the night. When they got to the road, something strange pushed them ahead, and they glowed in a weird way. The camera, kind of forced to be part of this ghostly stuff, filmed them going to some unknown place. A weird, uneasy feeling filled the air as the ghosts vanished back into the darkness. Since they didn't really look like anything, it left everyone puzzled and a bit scared. This video wasn't just a normal recording. It was like a door to something we can't understand. A spooky reminder that sometimes the line between the living and the mysterious can be crossed. Each part of the video told a story of these strange ghosts, like a scary movie that played on people's fears. This strange meeting with things we can't explain stayed in people's minds, making them feel weird. The road, once just a regular place, now had seen something spooky hidden in the darkness. Proof that strange mysteries are out there when the world is covered in night. Eerie Bigfoot encounter.
Dude. That is massive.
In the dark woods at night, a mysterious video showed something big. The shadows in the video made it all spooky, like a secret dance. The night itself seemed to make it even more mysterious. In this video, you could see two glowing eyes in the dark. They belonged to a huge and mysterious creature, hiding in the shadows. People watching the video felt like they were part of a strange dance with something they couldn't understand. The dark woods turned into a weird stage, and the main character was the creature with glowing eyes. The video gave a quick look into a world of strange and unknown things.
Dude. That is massive.
And it made a strong impression on those who saw it. The creature, said to be the famous Bigfoot, stayed hidden in the darkness. You couldn't see its full shape because it stayed in the shadows. But those shining eyes told a story of something beyond what people could easily believe. It made the ones who saw it feel a bit scared and amazed at the same time. When the video ended, the mystery stayed in the air. A creepy feeling stuck with those who dared to explore the supernatural side of the woods. The glowing eyes of the hidden giant stayed in the memories of the people who saw the mysterious encounter in the dark forest.
You seen it on camera?
Cryptic night encounter. In the dark, a weird video showed a huge creature by a fence. It was big and mysterious, making everyone scared. We couldn't see its face well, but it gave us all the creeps. This strange giant stood there quietly, hidden in the night. We didn't know what it wanted, keeping its secrets in its giant shape. The night told secrets, and the scary creature made everyone feel uneasy. In a strange way, it jumped over the fence, sending a cold shiver through the night. We had no idea what happened next. Too confusing for us to understand. The air felt weird, like something unknown was there. Hearts pounded, asking, what was this thing? Whispers in the wind told stories of a giant mystery that didn't make sense. Afterward, people couldn't forget that spooky night. The video, a scary reminder of something strange, kept its secrets. It left a chilling feeling for those brave enough to think about the mysterious creature. It became a strange story, like a ghost in our minds, making us wonder about things we couldn't understand. Dogman staring at the camera. In the woods during the day, the camera saw something mysterious. A dogman, a hidden creature among the trees. The camera focused on it, like an unblinking eye watching a secret dance between nature and this elusive being. As the camera got closer, the dogman's intentions became a mystery. It stared at the camera with a captivating gaze, as if trying to see into the person behind it. The mystery deepened, and the creature's true self remained hidden behind a blurry screen. When zoomed in, the video showed a confusing picture. Dogman's features were unclear, covered in the mystery of the forest. Was it a guardian spirit or an ancient forest creature with stories to tell? People who watched the video were confused. They wondered about the connection between the person filming and Dogman. Why did the Dogman choose that moment to show up? And what secrets lingered in the woods? The answers stayed quiet, a puzzle woven into the natural world. As the sounds of leaves carried away the memories of the encounter, the mystery of the daytime woods stayed, leaving a lasting mark on everyone's imagination, a dance of mysterious shadows caught in a brief moment of daylight magic. Cryptic midnight CCTV horror. Late at night, when it was really dark, cameras that watched everything silently saw something strange. A camera, like a watchman in the shadows, showed a scary story. A thing, not completely a person and not really like a dog, appeared when it was not very bright. How it moved was weird. Like a mix of a person and a dog that didn't follow normal rules. This strange thing walked through all the cameras one by one at the same time. Shadows danced around it, making it look even stranger. The cameras watched it closely, making everyone feel like it was everywhere at once. The video, with an unusual light, showed something really scary. The thing, covered in darkness and mystery, moved strangely, and we couldn't tell what it wanted from the strange, unclear images. A creepy sound whispered through the security system, confusing even the smartest watchers. People got scared because of this mysterious thing. The town, feeling nervous and worried, tried to understand what it was. People talked quietly, guessing and feeling scared like a ghost was around. There were many questions, like a puzzle waiting to be solved. Who or what this strange thing was, and why it was doing something so mysterious at midnight. In the middle of the night, the weird and scary video kept making everyone think about it, leaving behind a picture of fear mixed with things we didn't know. The mystery stayed, like a puzzling ghost in the videos, making its strange mark on the stories we couldn't explain. A creepy image. In the quiet darkness of a moonlit night, a chilly image was captured by a camera ready to shoot shivers down your spine. Imagine a spooky girl with penetrating stone-alike eyes, their cold eye appearing to enter your identical soul. Her bony, twisted fingers reach out as if gesturing you into the unknown. Her long, untidy hair falls around her like a crazy dark fall, hiding her face in dark. She's dressed in a ragged and ghostly wear, a spectral figure that haunts the points of your worst nightmares. As the camera lens captured this creepy vision, the melody raised heavily with an unexplainable fear. It's a sight that lingers in your mind, haunting your visions and making you challenge the boundaries between the real and the supernatural. Watch with caution, for this image holds a tale of the paranormal, ready to send chills down your spine and leave you questioning the effects that go bump in the darkness. Cryptic paranormal nightmare. Late at night, a spooky video shows a dark room. A girl is sleeping on her bed, not knowing something strange is about to happen. Suddenly, the door opens by itself, making a creepy sound. The chair starts moving on its own, like it's dancing in a weird way. Then, a ball flies out of the cupboard without anyone touching it, breaking the normal rules. The room gets flashes of bright light, like thunder lighting it up. But the girl keeps sleeping, not aware of what's going on. Weird things continue. Her stuff falls everywhere, books make a mess, and a painting on the wall shakes. Everything changes in the room like a spooky wave passing through. The blanket that covered the girl is now on the floor. The door closes by itself, trapping the strange happenings inside. Even with all this chaos, the girl stays asleep like a princess in a scary dream. The strange and spooky scene plays out, like a mysterious dance of weird things happening where you can't see them. It was really a cryptid and scary scene, and it left everyone scared about the things that happened in that room. Nobody knew who was doing this and what his purpose behind doing all this creepy stuff. Angry lioness. This video shows one of the most rare sightings ever captured on camera. In the beginning, we see a lion behind a huge rock, and suddenly it is attacked by a lioness whom it went close to. The lioness growls at him and attacks him with her claws. The lion looks terrified and tries to run away, but the mighty lioness does not let him run without clawing his face off. It is one of the most incredible sightings captured on camera. Imagine the king of the jungle being attacked by his own queen. It sounds hilarious and terrifying at the same time. What do you think about it? Wolves attacking the hare. In the bright daytime, a strange event happened on an empty field. A video showed two wolves chasing a little hare. The wolves were like hidden shadows, and their reasons were unclear. The hare, feeling danger, ran as fast as it could to stay safe. One wolf tried to grab the hare's tail, but the hare quickly changed direction, escaping its grasp. The chase continued, like a game of life and death under the sun. One wolf was eager to catch the hare, showing its sharp teeth and mean eyes. The hare surprised everyone by swiftly changing its path, avoiding capture. The wolves were relentless, like determined hunters. They tried to catch the hare with every jump and move, but the clever hare used zigzag moves to confuse them, like a secret dance with the wolves. As the chase went on, it became more mysterious. The hare's graceful escape mixed with the wolves' fierce chase created a suspenseful story. The sun watched, creating strange shadows and bright spots in this thrilling drama. In the end, the hare managed to escape, slipping away from the wolves' jaws. This mysterious video left us with a captivating and eerie image of a world where life and death played an enigmatic game in the wild. Deer at night. In the quiet of the night, deep within the heart of the forest, a curious and graceful animal came up from the darkness. The forest was dark, but the moon's soft light filtered through the leaves, disclosing the mysterious visitor. This graceful being with eyes like stars moved quietly, each step a delicate formel on the forest floor. Little did it know, a quiet guard was observing. A trail camera, like a silent guard, captured the deer's every move. It stood still for a moment, its delicate figure lightened by the camera's flash. The image was like a secret between the forest and technology, a brief look into the life of this attractive forest inhabitant. The night continued, and the deer disappeared into the depths of the woods, leaving behind only a memory on the trail cam, a memory to be participated in, a story to be told, a moment to be loved in the peaceful beauty of the forest at night. Mysterious box unveiled. In the bright daylight, there were lots of sealed boxes. No one knew what was inside them. Something strange happened. A box started shaking by itself, making waves in the quiet scene. The air felt weird, like ordinary things were turning into something special. Nobody could understand what was going on. The small box throbbed with a strange beat, breaking the usual silence. Each shake seemed to tell a mysterious story, known only to that hidden space. A man, maybe chosen by luck, threw the box aside with his foot, but the mystery stuck around, blending into the unknown. The box found a new spot but still buzzed with curiosity. People couldn't look away from the moved box. Silence hung in the air, mixed with confusion. Even though it got pushed away, the strange happening left a mark on the ordinary day. People talked quietly, trying to figure out the unanswered questions. After this strange dance, the truth stayed hidden, covered by the unexplainable. The mysterious moment stayed in everyone's thoughts, like a puzzle waiting to be solved, a story waiting for someone curious to reveal the secrets in that odd box's vibrations. Giant wolf. In the dark, something strange happened. A big video showed a giant wolf coming out of the shadows. Its eyes were shining mysteriously. The air felt weird and scary as the wolf moved. Like a mysterious dance in the dark. The wolf walked in a tricky way, making it even more mysterious. People watching couldn't move, feeling a scary cold. The wolf looked like a ghost in the night, moving in a strange and graceful way, different from its scary look. People watching got scared, and a shiver went through everyone as the mystery continued. When the wolf got close to the road, the air felt like something unseen was happening. Nobody knew why the wolf was there or what it wanted. Every moment was filled with a feeling of not knowing, like a strange story in the spooky scene. Nobody dared to figure out what the wolf wanted. The video showed something we couldn't explain, like a secret message from the shadows. People stayed confused and curious, like a never-ending puzzle. In that scary night, the mystery stayed, leaving a strong memory in everyone's mind, always remembered as something unknown. Mysterious lioness encounter. In the daytime bushes, something strange happened. There's a video of people and a lioness in a vehicle. It's weird because you don't expect a wild lioness in a car. The people around the lioness act like it's normal, not scared at all. It's like they're friends with the lioness, which makes it even more puzzling. Are they just watching the wild show? Or do they know something mysterious? The video feels creepy, like a spooky scene. But the strange part is that the people don't look scared. They look used to it, like it happens often. It's a mix of normal and weird that messes with your mind. Even though you see it in the video, the real reason for this bizarre meeting stays hidden. People talk and guess, but the mystery stays. It's like a secret meeting with the unknown, caught in a short video that leaves you feeling uneasy, like a strange picture you can't forget.
Поехали кататься. Вау.
Mysterious mountain goat. In the bright daytime up in the quiet mountains, something mysterious happened. A special video showed a powerful white mountain goat walking through the trees. It looked healthier and stronger than regular goats, standing out with its shiny white fur. This strange creature moved gracefully among the trees, as if it held some special power. It was different, not like the usual goats you'd find. Its white coat seemed to glow, catching the light like magic. It made people wonder, why was this exceptional goat in those mountains? What was it up to? The mountains stayed silent, keeping their secrets, and the video just made people guess. Was the goat guarding ancient secrets, predicting unseen things, or just wandering without a clear destination? The video left everyone puzzled, making this mysterious moment a lasting memory in the story of unknown things. In the quiet mountains, the strange goat became a puzzle, a temporary keeper of secrets, making people everywhere curious about the hidden wonders of nature. A black wild cat. Once upon a time, in a big green forest, being extraordinary occurred. Imagine this wild, quiet place where all kinds of animals lived. Deep in the heart of the woods, under the warm, golden sun, a rare and mysterious animal called a jaguarundi appeared. The jaguarundi isn't like a big, fierce jungle cat, but rather a lower, more slippery one. It moves gracefully with a polished body and a long, elegant tail. Its fur is a unique mix of colors, like a blend of red, brown, and slate. This jungle ninja floated the forest with a secret grace, nearly like a shadow. But what made this day special was the rare footage captured by a lucky adventurer. They were quietly staying, camera in hand, and suddenly there it was, the jaguarundi in all its glory. With eyes wide and full of wonder, the camera rolled, catching this mystical fealty on film. In that moment, the timber brooded its secrets, and the jaguarundi's rare appearance became a magical tale for all to see, a regard into the isolated treasures of the wild. The black polar bear. In the core of a weedy, mysterious jungle, one dark and stormy night, something exceptional occurred. Imagine a gigantic black polar bear, far from its icy home, stumbling through deep, sticky mud. The rain poured down relentlessly, creating a balance of drops that sounded through the thick greenery. As the bear tramped through the muddy field, it sounded out of place, a true mystery in this tropical world. Its black fur flashed under the moonlight, differing with the flourishing greenery of the jungle. The bear's movements were slow and thoughtful, each step leaving a deep trace in the mud, evidence of its power and royalty. Unknown to the bear, hidden among the trees, a silent watcher captured this real moment on a trail camera. The camera's lens caught every detail, making this special encounter a tale to be participated in with the world. Nature's riddles are endless, and this is just one of the numerous phenomena that unfold in the quiet corners of our Earth. Mysterious python swallows pet. In the bright daytime, a hidden camera caught something super strange in a regular home. There was a loud cry for help, and it got everyone pretty rattled. A mysterious rescue squad showed up, all sneaky like ghostly protectors. They found a huge python that had eaten the family cat, which was a real heartbreaker. The rescue folks, even though they were scared, cautiously got closer to the snake. They talked to the snake and somehow convinced it to give up its feline feast. Time felt like it was standing still as the python coughed up the cat, which was a pretty weird sight. The cat came out looking alive, not like you'd expect after that ordeal. The family was overjoyed, but they couldn't forget the question that kept bugging them. How on earth did the python manage to gobble up the whole cat, and what other secrets were hidden on that bizarre day? The beer rings the doorbell. One spooky night out in the wild woods, there was a curious bear on the prowl. This furry friend had a freak glamour for doorbells. Little did anyone know that a trail camera had its open-eyed eye on the scene. As the moon cast creepy dark, the bear approached a lonely house. In the pitch-black night, it reared up on its hind legs like a big, light jumbo, and with a heavy paw, it reached out to press the doorbell. It was a bit like a big, furry cutlet poking at the button. The trail camera, hidden hard, snapped a print just in time to capture this unforeseen moment. The bear's sportful curiosity, or maybe its mischievous intentions, were a riddle, but the image revealed a humorous side of nature. The house, unknowing of the darkness caller, stayed quiet as the bear's bell-ringing adventure came to an end. This strange but fascinating event was a remembrance of the surprising encounters that can be in the wild, indeed when we least await it. Creepy creature. The trail camera captured a glimpse of a creature from the night in the middle of the forest. With an uncanny presence, the creature emerged from the shadows and swiftly disappearing in the darkness again after showing itself in the moonlight for a few seconds. It can be seen glowing in the darkness of the night. Many spectators say that it was an otter roaming around in the woods in the night. However, it does look like a mini-sized dinosaur running through the woods at night. What do you think this creature is? Snake in the house. This video was captured by a homeowner whose home was invaded by an unexpected intruder, a python. The snake can be seen staring at the man who lies on his bed while recording the video. Now it is not sure whether the snake is his pet or not, but the video is one of the creepiest sightings ever. The eyes of the python are glowing in the dark, and its huge size and long body is one of its scariest features. The huge serpent keeps staring at the man with its glowy eyes. What would you do if a python invaded your home? Share in the comments down below. Monkey Feast. A cheeky young monkey lounges on a rock by the beautiful stream, enjoying and feasting on ripe mangoes. The monkey is twice the size of the normal monkey of its kind, and still doesn't seem to want to diet. It skillfully peels the mango with its little fingers and nibbles on it while enjoying the view. Some more leftovers of mangoes can be seen around him, making it clear that this isn't the first mango it's eating. This is one of the cutest videos ever captured in the wild. Colorful feathers. Imagine this gorgeous hen, a brilliantly colored feathered work of art. Its body is covered in a symphony of hues. Vivid black and sunny yellows move over its feathers like paintbrush strokes on a canvas. Its glossy plumage is caressed by the sunlight, creating a glittering spectacle. The minute features are brought to life when it rests elegantly on a rock. Those round yellow eyes capture the essence of the creativity of nature, telling tales of curiosity and intelligence. The bird's feathers gleam in the sunlight, and the bright colors capture the spectator's attention in a glimpse. These beautifully colored hens are one of the rarest species of birds in the world. What do you think about them? Mysterious video of a huge snake. In a really old farmhouse way out in a distant village, something strange happened during the day. A weird video popped up showing something mysterious that left everyone who watched it very puzzled. Right in the middle of the video, there was a massive snake. It looked as scary as the village's hidden past. This snake was tied up to a worn-out pillar with some invisible ropes. Its huge size made everyone uncomfortable, like it came from a legend and was now in their hands. People in the village whispered that they might have done this, tied the snake up. But where this snake came from remained a big mystery. It showed up out of nowhere, like a ghostly protector or an omen, and no one could figure out why. The snake had shiny silver scales with dark lines on them. These lines seemed to move in a creepy way, like they had some strange power. Being near it made people feel uneasy, and a cold feeling crept over them. As the video played again and again, more and more questions filled the minds of the villagers and anyone who saw it. The old farmhouse, which already held so many secrets, now had a new puzzle. It both fascinated and frightened everyone, all under the strange gaze of the ancient snake. Octopus encounter. The video shows a giant Pacific octopus being released back into the ocean. Have you ever seen a creature this slimy? The body of the creature looks like jelly being smeared all over the floor. Its tentacles spread on all sides of its body, making it look even creepier. We can see it slithering on the floor until it reaches the edge of the boat and then jumps into the water. This is one of the most incredible videos ever captured. The huge head of the octopus is clearly visible, and its eyes can also be seen. Another thing to ponder about is that when the man touches the animal, it does not harm it in any way, while octopuses are considered to be dangerous and creepy sea creatures. Mystic shearing unveiled cute entity. In the daytime video, there was a strange sight. A black sheep covered in dark wool, almost like a shadow creature. It looked chubby, like a big potato with fuzzy fur all over. Someone, like a protector, showed up to take care of this mysterious creature. She carefully started cutting the wool in a special way, like doing a magical ceremony. The sheep, a big mystery, made it a tough job. Not easy for someone who's scared. But surprisingly, the creature stayed calm, as if it knew something magical was about to happen. During the cutting, a kind of magical dance happened between the person and the mysterious creature. As time passed, something magical occurred. The cutting turned the mysterious creature into an adorable, cute being. What was once hidden in shadows now stood in the daylight, looking innocent and new. In the mix of light and dark, the black sheep, now without its mysterious look, showed how special the cutting journey was. It went beyond just making it neat. It became a magical experience. Fiddler crab. On a sunny beach where the sun touched everything with gold, something secret happened. Imagine the sand telling stories to the waves. In this story, a special character appeared, a male fiddler crab. It danced alone like a mysterious dancer painting a picture on the sandy stage. The crab had strange claws, not the same on both sides. These claws were like tools with a hidden purpose, known only to the secrets of the coast. As it danced, the crab moved across the sand, maybe enjoying the feel of tiny grains beneath its small claws. Those uneven claws spoke a secret language, calling friends quietly and warning others to stay away. Dressed in colors of orange and white, the crab showed its mysterious charm. It was both cute and puzzling as it moved with a special rhythm along the shore. Each step in its dance was like a brushstroke in a painting of survival. Looking innocent, but hiding strength in its claws. As the mysterious dance continued, the crab seemed to talk with special moves. Only the creatures of the beach could understand this secret language, where friendships and fights were written in the shifting sand. The dance spoke about finding balance, being attractive and staying safe, showing a kind side behind its cute appearance. In this beach play, the fiddler crab was a mystery. Its odd ways went beyond ordinary, giving us a peek into the secret world of survival. Charm and danger walked together in its dance. So, under the sun's eyes, the fiddler crab's mysterious show went on, leaving behind a beach filled with wonder. Mysterious sloth's enigmatic dance. In the woods, a hidden video popped up during the day. It showed a sloth hanging upside down on a tree. This sloth was different. It felt mysterious, like a secret keeper in the greenery. The sloth's shape, a mix of light and dark, said more than just what you could see. It had weird things on its limbs, long nails like ancient stories. The forest was quiet, as if it knew about the sloth's hidden performance, letting nature's odd story happen. In a dance of shadows, the sloth seemed to have a magical itch. Its big, strange nails played a soft tune over his body, like a gentle spell. It was continuously scratching his hands and his face. It was a strange feeling. Sunlight, playing hide-and-seek with leaves, made the sloth's secret dance even more magical. It was like a special performance where normal things mixed with mystery. The whole forest took a breath, surprised by something not easy to understand. In the forest's time story, the brown-throated sloth hung upside down, keeping secrets. The camera, just a regular watcher, only got a quick look at this magical connection between the sloth and the world. A short, special moment always remembered in nature's puzzles. Cryptic skull movement. In a strange video during the day, there were a lot of lifeless skulls hanging on a metal grill over a small wall. They looked eerie, like they were frozen in a weird dance in the bright light. All the skulls had their faces turned away except for one. It was looking out, as if trying to escape from the spooky group. Then, a woman came and tried to make the skulls line up properly, but once she left, something weird happened. The one skull that was fixed earlier started moving on its own, like it had a mind of its own. It felt like there was some kind of magic in the air, making people wonder if ghosts were playing a strange game or if something mysterious was happening to these lifeless skulls. This strange scene raised many questions. Shadows whispered secrets, and the way the skull moved hinted at something beyond what makes sense. When the video ended, the mystery hung in the air, making people think about strange forces that might exist between what we can touch and what we can't. It was like looking into a world where things we don't understand mix with the real world, making us think about the weird and unsettling things that might be out there. Mysterious nighttime spider climbing. In the dark, a secret video showed a huge spider-like thing climbing a tall building. It was mysterious and nobody knew where it came from. The video was not very clear, making the scene even more strange. The spider creature moved up the building in a creepy way, giving everyone a scary feeling. People talked about it, wondering where this creature came from. No one saw it before, and it wasn't like any normal spider. It was too big, making everyone scared as they watched it climb the building. The darkness helped hide the creature's secrets. People asked if it was from a dark place, or if it was a strange thing born from the shadows of the city. The video showed the spider moving like a scary dance against the city lights, making everyone who saw it feel afraid. After the video came out, the city felt uneasy. People realized something very strange had happened. The memory of the spider climbing the building stayed in the minds of those who saw it, like a scary picture in their bad dreams. Lions eating hippo carcass. In the daytime, in the bushes, something spooky happened. A video showed a dead hippo covered in red. 2 hungry lions were sitting nearby, eating its face. People didn't know why the hippo died. Did the lions do it, or was something else there? The air had scary stories from the wild. What made this terrible scene happen? Were the lions to blame, or was there a hidden mysterious thing making it all go wrong? The hippo, once innocent, lay in the harsh light of day, its secrets hidden in the quiet of nature. The hungry lions, maybe partners in crime or just unknowing players, ate the clues. Questions lingered, echoing through the wild's guessing game. While the video played, the world outside didn't know the scary show in the bushes. The secret stuck to the scene like a ghost, a truth slipping away from those trying to get it. What dark story played in the hidden bush theater? The mystery stayed, covered in the whispers of the wind and the lions' spooky looks, keepers of a secret only nature could understand.
Yeah.
Fight of 2 giant bears. Once upon a time, deep in the heart of a wild and untamed jungle, 2 massive, black, furry grizzly bears set up themselves locked in a ferocious and roaring showdown. The sun was shining brightly above, casting dappled shafts through the thick cover of trees onto the jungle bottom. Both bears, snorting and growling, were locked in a battle of strength and will. They stood on their hind legs, their claws glinting in the sun as they swiped and roared at each other. The earth vibrated beneath their strong paws. Each bear was determined to prove their dominance over this lush and mysterious home. Leaves rustled and branches shook as they collided, transferring echoes of their ferocious fight through the jungle. The birds in the trees took to the sky, their bodies beating in an unmelodious delirium. Other creatures galloped down, fleeing the explosive spectacle of these giants colliding. As the day wore on, the battle raged, a true test of muscle and flexibility. The jungle bore evidence to this grand struggle, and only time would tell which bear would crop as the sovereign of this untamed area. Baby sloth reunited with its mother. Video showed that in a special forest, during the daytime, something magical happened. Someone appeared, holding a tiny baby sloth in his hand like a secret. The leaves whispered as this caretaker moved through the shady forest, a guardian of a hidden story. Among the old trees, the mom sloth who ruled the treetops stood quietly. Her wise eyes saw the reunion coming, just like the wind had whispered. The secret exchange began, passing the little life from one hug to another. Hidden observers in the leaves saw a beautiful scene, filled with curiosity and admiration. The mom sloth had been waiting patiently for her baby to come back. This special reunion became a part of the forest's memory. Leaving everyone who saw it captivated by the mysterious dance of life under the green trees. In that quick moment, the forest shared its secrets. inviting anyone curious enough to look in and see the peaceful dance of life. The memory of this meeting stayed like a quiet story, passed along from leaf to leaf, making sure the special dance between mom and baby sloth stayed alive in the wild. Night forest, ghostly cries. In the dark forest at night, something scary happened. A person in a car recorded it with their camera. The video felt strange, like it had a spooky power. From the hidden parts of the forest, a weird cry echoed. It sounded like a sad woman, but you couldn't see her. The video made it all mysterious. As the video played, it made the air feel heavy and scary. The woman's cries mixed with the forest sounds, making it hard to tell what was real. It felt like the living and the ghostly were all mixed up. The car in the middle of the wild saw everything. The people inside felt both interested and scared. The normal world seemed to break as the cries echoed, making a strange scene. No face came with the sad cries, so you didn't know if it was a real woman or a ghost. The answer stayed a mystery, making everyone who saw it feel unsure. From the deep part of the dark forest, the scary sounds marked the minds of those who watched. It sent shivers down their spines, showing how creepy things can hide in the night. Giant snake. In a regular house during the day, a secret video showed something strange. A really big snake was hiding behind the room's roof. It was so big that it scared everyone. Suddenly, the snake broke the roof and showed itself completely. It was long and wide, making everyone feel really scared. No one knew where this snake came from. This huge snake did mysterious things, like a dance with the roof. It was like a magic show, and it surprised everyone watching the video. The snake was like a king in the room, making everything else seem not important. People watching couldn't believe their eyes. It was so strange and big that it gave them chills. When the roof broke, it was like a secret being revealed. Everyone watching was curious about where this giant snake came from. It was like a big question in the air. Where did the snake come from? And what secrets did it bring with it? This mysterious moment was like a strange and confusing picture. The snake, like a ghost, left a strong mark on everyone's thoughts. In the quiet house, people kept thinking about the strange encounter. The big question stayed in the air. Where did the snake appear from and what secrets did it have? Gray owls. A magical video shows an old forest with a wise gray owl and its two babies. The owl is big and looks cute with lots of soft feathers. Gray owls are the biggest owls on Earth. They live in the daytime, which is unusual for owls. The video makes the forest seem mysterious. The owl is like a guardian of the ancient trees. The babies stay close, hidden in the shadows. It's like a living memory of the past, seen in the patterns on tree bark. In the video, the owl watches over its babies, keeping them safe from things we can't see in the sunlight. It's like a story in nature, a family tale told without words. The owl's eyes show it knows things from a long time ago, like a wise storyteller. Even in the daylight, the owl keeps its mystery, defying the usual rules. The video lets us join the owl in protecting its family. It's a quiet adventure in the woods, with the owl guarding against hidden dangers in the sunlight. The gray owl isn't just a bird of the day. It's a magical guardian, keeping secrets woven into its feathers. The ancient woods whisper their mysteries, inviting anyone curious enough to explore the enigma of the gray owl and its family. The crazy deer. Once upon a time in the deep forest, there lived a deer family. They were a close-knit bunch, always looking out for one another. But one day, something strange occurred to one of the deer. This deer, who was usually calm and gentle, suddenly began to act in an unusual way. It all started when the deer accidentally hit another family member. Rather than just apologizing and moving on, the deer began to hit them. It was a shocking sight. The other family members were bewildered and did not understand what was going on. As the days went by, the abnormal actions continued. The deer would hit anyone who came near, causing fear among the family. They did not know what had changed their cherished family member into such a troublemaker. The formerly peaceful family was now in disquiet. The deer family tried to talk to the worried deer, but it was as if they could not reach them. They desperately searched for a way to help their worried family members and bring back the harmony they formerly enjoyed in the deep forest. Alpine ibex in the mountains. In the classy mountains, a powerful animal with long, twisted horns roams freely. As the camera follows this glorious animal, you can see its thick brown fur, which keeps it warm in the cold alpine air. Its strong legs easily carry it up to bold pitches and rocky scarps. As it trots along the tough area, being unique catches its concentration. The ibex stops and begins to scratch its body using its enormous spiral-structured horns. It's a remarkable sight, those twisted attachments, originally a symbol of strength and protection, now serving as an informal tail scrape. The animal's movements are graceful and thoughtful, showing its nimbleness and adaptation to the harsh mountain life. Its journey through this fresh nature is an evidence to nature's unbelievable creations, where indeed the putatively ordinary can come extraordinary. Watch and wonder as this alpine habitat continues its daily adventures in the high-altitude walk of the mountains. Bobcat encounter. In a forested scene, a robust bobcat aggressively pounces, targeting a man's facial region with violence. After the unsettling encounter, the man documents the aftermath on video. Astonishingly, he captures footage of himself holding the once aggressive bobcat in his hand. Notably, the video showcases the creature's significant dental structures, underscoring the impressive size and form of its teeth.
Look at that beauty. The big teethers on her.
This unusual and daring incident sheds light on the captivating behavior of wildlife in its natural habitat, offering a unique glimpse into the complex relationship between humans and the untamed creatures that inhabit the wild. Giant wolf. In a deep, dark forest where the high trees rumored secrets and the leaves rustled like whispers, a great big wolf prowled. This wolf was massive, with sharp teeth like daggers and eyes that shimmered with hunger. The wolf's fur was as dark as the night, and its breath started like fog. One sunny day, a little doggy, much lower than the giant wolf, was playing in the forest. The doggy's fur was a blend of brown and white, and its tail wagged with excitement as it explored the forest land. But also, in an unforeseen and fearful moment, the big wolf charged at the little doggy. The doggy's heart pounded and it barked in fear. The forest echoed with the wolf's fierce growls, and the ground shook with its heavy way. The little canine's instincts accepted in, and it ran as quickly as its bitsy legs could carry it, contending through the trees and springing over backwoods. The chase continued through the woods with the big wolf hot on the doggy's tail. It was a heart-pounding race between a giant wolf and a small, clever survivor in the wild. A giant black animal. Once upon a time, in a big, wild place, there lived a giant black animal with shaggy fur, nearly like a massive buffalo. This strong beast floated freely through the vast lands, where the trees reached for the sky and the field was as high as a person. One sunny day, this enormous black creature tramped its way toward a strange appliance, a shining and noisy vehicle that did not belong in the wild. Its dark eyes twinkled with curiosity as it approached. The heavy animal lowered its colossal head, and with its immense strength, it gently began to rub its furry head against the side of the vehicle. It was as if the creature set up a new friend in this machine from another world. The vehicle, with its hard essence face, varied starkly with the animal's soft, thick fur. The giant black creature's behavior were a mix of riddle and wonder, as if it was trying to figure out the strange object. This unusual scrape between the wild and the mechanical was a testament to the beauty of nature's curiosity and its capability to accommodate and explore the strange. A big cat. In the core of the wild jungle, a heavy, mysterious cat prowled in the moonlight. Its strong body moved quietly through the thick greenery, its golden eyes flashing with a mix of curiosity and secret. Something had started a trail camera set up in the dark of the night, capturing this graceful animal's every move. As we watch and wonder, the big cat's spotted fur blends seamlessly with the spotted moonlight filtering through the jungle cover. With each step, it leaves a trace of suspense and wonder. What's it searching for? The jungle's secrets, maybe? A night snack, possibly? Or is it on a journey to keep its habitat, the watcher of this untamed walk? The air is thick with expectation as we follow the big cat's journey, caught on this quiet camera, giving us a rare look into the mysterious world of the jungle after dark. Stay tuned as we reveal the secrets of this fascinating and elusive animal's nighttime adventures. Lion's attack on giraffe. Once upon a time, in a land of high rocky mountains, there was a peaceful giraffe just minding its own business. The giraffe was walking through the rugged terrain, looking for some appetizing breaks to munch on. It was a bright and sunny day, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of wildflowers. But suddenly, a growl echoed through the mountains, and a group of fierce lions surfaced from the rocky checks. The lions had spotted the giraffe, and hunger lustered in their eyes. They approached the giraffe with a stealthy way, their strong bodies hidden among the brilliance. The giraffe, seeing danger, tried to run, but the rocky terrain made it delicate. The lions were determined in their pursuit, and they circled the giraffe, their roars filling the air. The giraffe, with its long legs, protested and tried to defend itself, but the lions were determined to catch their mess. The giraffe's heart competed as it faced this dangerous moment in the Rocky Mountains, encircled by empty lions. The battle between the giraffe and the lions was a fierce struggle for survival in the wild, untamed nature. A hungry monkey. Once upon a time, in a big, hot desert, there was actually an empty monkey. The sun was shining so brightly that the sand felt like a hot roaster. The monkey's abdomen rolled loudly, and he could not ignore his hunger any longer. With his little monkey hands, he dug into the hot beach, looking for being to eat. At first, all he set up were some dry sticks and rocks, but he did not give up. He knew that the desert had secrets hidden deep beneath the beach. Also, after some digging and forbearance, he set up a secret treasure, a juicy, ripe cactus fruit. The fruit was a bright orange color and looked so appetizing. The monkey could not believe his luck. His eyes sparkled with joy as he plucked the fruit from the cactus and bit into it. The sweet and juicy meat cooled his parched throat, and he savored every bite. With each bite, the monkey's hunger sluggishly evaporated, and he felt a renewed energy. He knew he'd set up a mess fit for a desert king, and he enjoyed every last bit of that delicious cactus fruit. The monkey, now gratified and full, lay back in the shade of the cactus, appreciative for his desert feast. The wolf attack on a man. Once upon a time, there was a cameraman on an instigative adventure deep in the wild. He was on a charge to capture the fugitive and mysterious wolves on film. With his camera ready and heart pounding with excitement, he ventured into the desert. After hours of patient waiting, he eventually stumbled upon a quiet cave. To his amazement, inside the cave were a mama wolf and her bitsy, lovable babies. The cameraman could not believe his luck, and he sluggishly moved closer to get the perfect shot. But as he inched nearer, the mama wolf grew nervous and defensive. In an unforeseen, fearful moment, she attacked the cameraman, teeth disclosed and growling. He realized he'd come too close, too quickly, and the wolf was only trying to defend her precious pups. In a frantic struggle, the cameraman fought to cover himself, trying not to harm the wolf. Ultimately, he managed to retreat safely, shaken, but alive. It was a lesson learned about considering the wild and the significance of keeping a safe distance from its habitants. Snake's meal. Once upon a time, in the bright light of day, an empty and cunning snake crawled quietly through the ground. Its body moved like a curled swash, blending with the green world around it. The snake's eyes were fixated on a breathless critter lying on the ground. The animal was no longer alive, and the snake, with its sharp, sharp mouth, was determined to have a mess. With a fleet flicker of its black lingo, the snake tasted the air, trying to describe any peril hard. It was like a stealthy operative, making sure no bone could catch it while it had its mess. As the snake approached the still body, its jaws opened wide, revealing its threatening fangs. It inched closer, calculating its move, and also, with a lightning-fast strike, it sank its teeth into the breathless animal's meat. The snake's jaw locked onto its prey, and it began to sluggishly consume the mess. Its black lingo continued to flutter out, tasting the success of its search. In the bright daylight, the snake's survival instincts accepted in, and it flavored its mess, knowing it had prevailed in the circle of life. Lion killed the cheetah. Once upon a time, on a bright and sunny day, there was a big, strong lion and a fast, spotted cheetah. They both lived on a farm with lots of creatures. The lion and the cheetah were always trying to prove who was the powerful. One day, the captain and the cheetah had a big fight. The captain was actually strong, with sharp teeth and strong muscles. He roared loudly and showed his strength. The cheetah, on the other hand, was quick and graceful. She ran around trying to outsmart the lion. In the end, after a fierce battle, the lion managed to catch the cheetah. With a strong swipe of his paw, he defeated the cheetah. It was a tough day for the ranch, as the lion had shown his strength and won the battle. The other creatures watched in astonishment as the lion proved his dominance, but they also felt sad for the courageous cheetah. This day became a part of the farm's history, a day when the lion showed his power, and the cheetah's spirit faded from memory. Thank you for coming along on this spooky adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling stories and hair-raising encounters. And remember to set that notification bell to ensure you get all the updates on our fascinating adventures.